This is a production of Darn TV.
Oh.
We had a little quiet. Sorry about that. Welcome to the Dirt Weekly.
Yeah.
You had us all on mute?
I had everybody on mute.
No wonder why we had so many viewers right away.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah. We had
we gather on a rain-filled evening.
Yeah, that
Track prep's going on.
It is. It is. They promise a soaker, and it's delivering. So
Mother Nature is watering all the racetracks evenly. The best water truck in the world.
I look, next week we don't have no water truck, so
no,
it'll be the first time.
No rain next week in the future cast.
80s.
It looks like we're going to jump up into summer after we get a little almost rub of winter by morning, they say. So,
Well, we're back for another random dirt, random night.
Kind of a random time.
Yes,
back to
7.
Back to 7.
Some-
18.
Yeah.
I have some family stuff going on tomorrow night. We were all supposed to be at the Underwood in McLean County tonight.
Yeah, we were hoping to have our McLean opener tonight, but a couple nights ago we were seeing the forecast that everybody else was seeing, and we could have got it in, but the truth be known, another week wasn't going to hurt our presentation. We're in the middle of getting some concrete put down and stuff like that in front of the grandstands and also the sidewalks, so it wasn't quite done on Tuesday, and given that we can get in there early next week, it would be worth the wait. IMCA and INEX both granted us sanctioning for the following week. So everything will still be sanctioned and stuff like that just a week later, as it looks like a lot of tracks in North Dakota are doing. So a lot of stuff been canceled already for tomorrow, and for obvious reasons. It's getting wet. Duck weather.
Yeah.
I'm doing show prep. You guys go ahead and keep talking. You know, all the time that I put in getting ready for the show,
Right.
I actually showed up after Smalls this week.
Yeah.
That's how late I was, and literally minutes before you got here.
I was last, and I was 15 minutes early myself. They say if you show up on time, you're late. So, well, I thought it was early, but with you two, I was late at 15 minutes early.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a challenging May, probably no more challenging for anybody than it has been for Mandan, and
just think they were supposed to start mid-April.
Yeah.
Well, they only have one night in.
Yeah, they got 1 points night in, and I mean, maybe things will turn around for them tomorrow, but boy, the forecast is not in their favor.
It doesn't look good.
They're talking about a mid-30 overnighter here with possible frost in the morning. And there was parts of the state that had it this morning and even forecasted for Saturday morning. So apparently we got to recheck in with winter. But after that, like you say, Smallsy, next week going to pop up in the 80s, and we'll do this to that all in the same weekend.
Right.
We had such a nice early spring. Like that
nice winter.
That March, nice winter, but
I think that's the price.
Right.
March was beautiful.
Yep.
The beginning of April was nice because Mandan got a practice day in way back at the.
And it was 80 degrees. I was
80
there.
degrees.
Adam
and then
I
it's
were
been
there.
downhill ever since.
It really has. At least it's been challenging to say the least. It less than nice and unpredictable, and but I call it a short North Dakota summer, and it will be still. Apparently, it starts next week, more so than it has been.
We're getting them in at Nodak, though.
Yeah, no troubles there.
I mean, everybody was worried about what if we have a rain out. Doesn't look like we're going to have any.
Yeah, at least not the immediate future. It looked like Sunday was going to try to be wet, but
now they changed that too.
Yeah, they've poked it in and out a few times, but I think after it rains itself out here for a day and a half, I think we're going to be good there.
Right.
The weatherman that I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, but at least in that job, you can be wrong and keep your job.
Yeah.
Might get a raise.
Yeah.
So,
You'll be hired by a bigger store or newscast or something. Bigger town.
Yeah. Oh, you're batting 200. Let's move you up to the big city. I'm game. Right.
Give you a raise and a bigger city to keep track of. SIBO Motorsports rundown on the left side of your screen. We got some good topics on there, specializing in high-performance parts and chassis repair. Call Ryan at 701-720-3889. Early in the week, or find him at the racetrack if you need some stuff done, because his schedule fills up really, really, really fast on Monday mornings.
Yeah, for sure. With that said, did Max get in and out of the hospital in one piece then?
He has not yet.
Has not. Okay. Finishing up school and stuff like that?
Yep. We got I think I'm holding Max back until after the Tougher Than Dirt Tour, just out of pure ass selfishness in my end.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot on my plate
Yeah.
the next couple weeks. And Max is going to help me on the Tougher Than Dirt Tour, organize it, and be a second Brandon in some areas that's going to be useful to me.
Yeah.
And take a stress load off of me.
Right.
I tell you, and I mean, we're living life at speed, as I say, and last weekend was graduation for me. It's going to be, and you, and it's going to be graduation for the city of Minot now, and the Minot in the city limit schools. It is just crazy busy. It's just busy. As we were reflecting a little bit before the show, it seems like we've raced a lot more than we have, just from a pure, somewhat exhausting point of view. It's hard to get it all squeezed in right now. We'll live through it, but between now and Tougher Than Dirt is just nothing but busy. It really is.
All the nights of racing that we have.
I'm looking at the calendar going, don't ruin anything here because you're going to miss it. Just simple maintenance.
I mean, technically, we were looking at a 5-nighter this weekend.
Yeah, it was scheduled.
Yeah.
Right.
Weather might pull 2. It pulled 1. It pulled tonight, and tomorrow looks questionable. But
good call, Jenny. My beautiful bride checks in and says, don't forget to mention that you released the Tougher Than Connor Tour apparel this week.
Yeah.
Did you see the release?
Yeah. I hit the like button.
1 year only. 1 year only. We're just the apparel. Everything else is going to be Tougher Than Dirt Tour. The logo, the actual tour is still Tougher Than Dirt Tour.
Right.
But the apparel for this 1 year only, Blaine Durward worked with Jenny and Two Dark Motorsports to come up with a Tougher Than Connor Tour because of his championship night performance last year at the Nodak Speedway.
With the cast on.
Is that pretty cool?
That is awesome. Yeah. The energy was real last year, and it's neat to be able to enjoy that this year. So, yeah, count me in. I'm an XL, Jenny.
Well,
I don't think I put down my size, but
we're not they're pre-order through the form.
Oh, okay.
So, just go on there
like
and
the Hall of
order.
Fame.
You're going to have one of your kids do it.
Yeah, like the Hall of Fame shirts.
Exactly.
Okay.
For the sole purpose is I'll be real with you.
That.
There's $5,000 worth of shirts and about 8 tubs over here from the first 5 years of the Tougher Than Dirt Tour. I don't like sitting on that many shirts.
We should just take them to the corner. We'll start selling them.
Yeah.
Well, racing money, Jordan.
Well, I need a little hauler tune-up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
let's get resourceful here.
Yeah.
So,
You grab a box, I'll grab a box. And
yeah, $5 a piece.
Yeah.
3 for $10.
Jenny, do me a favor if you're still listening. Jenny, go grab that link off the. I can't switch profiles and go to another Facebook thing, so go grab that link and put it in there so that way we can people can see it in the chat. Pretty please.
Again, reminiscing last year's Tougher Than Dirt. Tougher Than Connor will be fun.
yeah.
That was earned. That was earned. It might have been 12 months ago, but it's still fresh. That was pretty impressive. So.
The fun part about the Tougher Than Dirt Tour is we're not so big. It's not a huge tour to where, everybody's got focus on it. We can do something fun like this Tougher Than Connor deal.
Right.
Yeah.
And do it out of respect for him or not.
Right.
Because he well deserved it last year.
He earned it. He did. Yeah. And like you say, it's not so commercialized. We can have a little fun with it on a local level. So you're going to. I like it.
Yeah, so Jenny put the link in the chat there. If you're looking where to order shirts, it's super simple. You go on there and order shirts, sweatshirts, 2 different colors.
No.
So you can get black or gray in a shirt or a hoodie.
Ah.
And then they will be delivered to the track of your choice. You say, I want to pick them up in Dickinson. We'll have them in Dickinson, and we'll just bring them with and have your order in a bag, and we'll hand you your order. But you prepaid, none of the money, it all goes. Actually, I don't even get any of the money off the T-shirts. None of it goes to me.
You outside vended.
It took a
break?
Stress relief off of me. That's what it's all about.
Well, that's awesome. With that said, Smallsy, and you touched on something that's usually pretty safe, I did negotiate through the Hall of Fame shirts, so expectations are high.
Yeah,
I think
you can do it, huh?
Well, I'm going to report back. I'm going to take a shot at it.
Stand by for news.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but I do resemble that. You're not wrong. So, but I'm one in. So,
we've already got the Jared Johnson random dirt.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he's been sitting at home waiting.
Jesse Long checking in. Good evening.
Hi guys.
Yeah, so Tougher Than Dirt Tour shirts. Thank you, Jenny, for putting it in there. Click the link, order your shirts, pick them up at the track. It just let's spread the Tougher Than Connor shirts around to everybody.
And again, the Tougher Than Dirt starts on Tuesday, June
4th.
Okay.
At the McLean County Speedway.
McLean County Speedway, yeah. So
that's a Tuesday.
So
a week from next Tuesday. So the Tuesday after Memorial Day has it's like it's always been a week from the Tuesday after Memorial Day. So we're always that next week.
So with us losing tonight, losing our opener tonight, that's going to go to Thursday. And then Saturday we're going to have an enduro, and then Tuesday we're going to have the first night of Tougher Than Dirt. So
boy, you talk about stress,
it's busy at the McLean County Speedway. Yeah, so we'll get her done, weather permitting, and it looks good. So we didn't think that racing tonight in a sub 50 degree atmosphere was worth it versus a 76 to 82 degree window in 1 week. So. Everything in the concession stands will be better when it's 80.
Everything will be better when it's 80. Might have a little bit more dust, though, when it's 80.
Yeah. Well, we're concerned about that, but, again, the powers that be are paying attention. With that said, we're putting in lights. Mike is putting in lights, Tomlinson, and doing a wonderful job, sneaking over there when he can and hanging a light or two here or there. So look forward to better lighting. It's that time of the year we might not even need it yet, but we will by Cole County for sure, and it will be a nice addition to our program. So again, some concrete in some key areas also. So
that's what I heard.
So
always improving down there.
Yeah.
Making moves.
Making moves. Yeah, trying to keep the movements at bay, at least those movements. So yeah, but So that excitement will be delayed a week, but so you compact guys and gals, pay attention because
next Thursday.
Yeah, so those 4 nights you need to get in are going to be all of them at McLean for you drivers. So so on to some recaps. Yeah,
sponsored by Chris Anderson and Dakota Trackside and SIBO Motorsports. The material available for your bodies, 2 different. This is Chris Anderson's material. It's available at Trackside. It's much lighter. It's more flexible.
It is lighter, and it straightens back out.
Yeah,
that's
the plastic.
This
is the plastic that they're promoting.
As we speak, Smallsy, you have that stuff there.
Yep.
And this here may be attractive if and when situations arise, and
I
do like the straightness of this.
Yeah,
so.
I know how my hockey sticks held up. So
even when you were whacking them over the garbage can, they would still stay together.
Goalpost once in a while. It's a little rough. But.
Max Beater is going to get his nose. The nose of his sport mod that he tore off is going to be made out of this, courtesy of Chris Anderson and SIBO Motorsports. It's available at both places. So reach out to.
It looks like it cuts with conventional, maybe tin snips and or cut off wheels.
Yep.
Nibblers maybe. So that's cool. Cool stuff.
So get a hold of them today. If you're in the market for a new body, you don't need as much adhesive material or spray to put the stickers on and stuff, is what they say.
Doesn't need as much primer.
Right. The stickers stick to it better, and
You can kind of see it in the light here. It has
Yep.
a little bit less gloss to it. So, neat. Okay.
so the recaps.
Recap.
Estevan.
Estevan opener. They
Yeah.
opened.
I'm going to say one thing before I got some video queued up. That was the most badass racetrack in racing that I have seen in a long time.
Well, I mean, it was awesome for sure, but I'm not going to let Sunday night slip too far behind.
Right,
One thing
right.
at a time. But yes, wow. Again, just the easy stuff with them is they start at 8 o'clock our time. They get that hour advantage, if you will, for track prep. And again, the evening was electric. We
all made it. The wind to get there.
Wow. Was that an uphill battle?
Yeah.
Oof.
I pulled in and I looked at Robbie. I said, I bet you wish you had your stacker. No.
Adam was kind enough to follow me. That was painful, but he kept it light. He said, well, you got to 55. I assume that was just once in a great while. So
Down the big hill?
Yeah, that's what I said. He didn't change my mind. So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say I was probably at 45 to 50 most of the run.
Holy.
So
What'd
and
you
we
leave
left-
at 6 a.m.?
Well, 11:30, but close enough. So yeah.
Oh.
The funny part
Nobody
was
died, but it was long.
the funny part is like I was talking about leaving early. I wanted to leave noonish or whatever so I could get up there and get everything squared away. Things kind of got in the way. We had other stuff going on. I had to do this, had to do that, and then Jenny and Peyton backed out on me, so I was going by myself. And I'm sitting here loading stuff up. I'm up here. I'm carrying it out to my pickup, putting it in the back seat. I get a text from Adam, and he goes, hey, by the way, I'm parked in your parking spot. And I looked at it, and I looked at the time, and I go, I was planning on leaving with them,
Right.
and I'm still
They're
here, and
They're-
they're already up there parked in their spots.
And we plowed wind the whole way.
yeah.
We were nervous, or I was. We went together, so he was like, we better leave now. You're taking yours.
And then did you
It's
see
true.
me whip right around you leaving there? The Dodge whipped right
yeah,
around you.
yeah.
I wasn't going to follow you guys. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I mean, like I had lots of throttle going home because the wind went down. I'm like, whoa, we got a lot to play with here. Before it was moaning and not moving. So, oh shoot! But no,
you made
so
it
we
home too.
we get there. Yeah. As well as he made it home. Again, the presentation is all ready for us, ready to go, and reflecting again, Alicia Mann. We're
Yep.
going to put a program together for her. The 50-50 numbers were they were jumping by lots. I think the last number I heard was just short of 13. So good on that. I mean, that was half going their way. I don't know how that track did as a whole, but again, that was the plan for the night, and it sure felt successful when the night was over.
It
so
seemed busy there all night.
it did. Yeah. Yep.
The pits, the stands, everything seemed busy all night.
Pretty good crowd
It
there.
was opening night. I thought everything went off as if it was, just already running along type of deal. So, a decent car count, fantastic racing. So,
85 cars,
yeah.
18 slingshots, so that was pretty good. Mm-hmm. Mods were down 14. I mean, but
That's about normal for up there, though.
I mean,
the mod class, you got to go to Williston to get 20 plus.
yeah. Will's been having the highest car count for a number of years.
Just about 30 mods there.
Yeah. And at that, don't let the small number fool you. I think it's still the fastest racing we got. So
I looked at my uncle. I said,
the players are real up
14
there.
mods
So.
here, and I'm looking at being 12th.
That's how good the competition is up
Yeah.
there. Uh-oh, do you got update from track?
Yeah, well,
or what?
yeah, we got a little state track going on there. So you got a continuation from the regionals last weekend. They're now at states. So apparently it's not raining in Bismarck as we speak, because it is certainly raining here. Well, you said you got some video lined up. There wasn't a class that didn't deliver some excitement.
Right.
Wow.
I just picked this up with about 5 laps to go in the sport mods. Just to Brian Kettner's that orange and white car Keenan Glosser on the bottom. He takes the lead here. They kind of made it to lap traffic. Kettner wasn't able to squeeze through, and then you have Roselli, and then
second.
Raynard coming up.
Yeah.
Roselli's third right now.
Yeah.
But Kettner's not afraid to drive it in. Up under the skirt. But, I mean, you have the top 4 under a blanket
a
here.
And then I got Robbie around.
Yeah.
See, this is where Robbie, he jumped up to the top there.
Yeah.
I thought this year was an exciting race. It reminded me of last year, in the eyes of Robbie at any rate, is that I thought Robbie was putting together what I would call a stellar feature, making the right moves in the right time late in the race, as you're saying here. Going to go for and both last year's opener and this year's opener, he got foiled by a late yellow, allowing everybody to bunch up, see and smell what's going on.
I say it should be about right here.
There the yellow light is blinking. So what he was setting up to be just a cool late race deal ended up getting foiled.
He was managing the race perfectly. He let them guys go through the lap traffic, and they worked their butts off, and Robbie just was consistent behind them, stayed with them.
Made that higher up track lane come in late on, was going around them. They didn't see him coming. He did all the right things, and then he had a yellow he didn't need, and actually Gabe was a little bit off pace at this point. Gabe
needed the yellow.
He made the most out of the yellow as far as position advancement, and it probably hurt Robbie the most just going the other direction. Everybody had a chance to catch their breath, look around. Keenan had seen that Robbie was up higher there, and it kind of stalled Robbie out on the restart.
This is where I got a little bit confused, and I'm not trying to criticize anybody in the timing and scoring booth, but the way we would have did it at some of the tracks that I'm at, everybody crossed the line. Robbie was ahead. He would have been the leader, but they actually went back a full lap to 3 to go. So that's put Keenan in the lead.
He did have him at the line there?
Yes. I thought he did.
Well, I knew it was close, so I just took what I seen because it looked close enough it could have been either way. But you can see Gabe here capitalizing. Cole right there in the mix too. But
Gabe making a real late race charge here to put a show on here at the end.
Yeah.
Hey, Cody Schulp is checking in. He's found the random dirt on a random night at a random time.
He was wondering on Monday.
Yeah.
Don't ask Smalls.
Campfire stories.
We don't plan very far ahead, Cody. This all came together at about
I almost told him
4 o'clock.
You'd probably know before me.
Yeah, some of these guys got their alarm set, and they might know before Smallsy and I.
Right.
Keenan does a job he has to do here to seal this up and finish it off.
A lot of pressure on the last 3 laps there, and he didn't make any mistakes. So
I always reflect back that he come from the slingshots, and he's been a tough competitor every night he's been racing here. Been traveling a little bit, been down here in Minot.
It's fun to see where he's come from, growing up.
Right.
Yeah.
And the sport mod driver he's becoming. I'm going to say becoming because
we're just getting
it ain't plateaued. It's coming. Yeah. It's coming Gabe style.
He showed it down in Arizona, down at Yuma. I watched him down there.
Well, last year, what was it in Williston? Was that the Roundup?
He picked up a win over there late last year, right?
I'm pretty sure he did win one over there.
Fall Roundup could have
been. It was late.
Maybe
but
championship night.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Yeah, Keenan's there. So, Cody, you're tuning him up well.
Cody, can you do something for me though? Can you take Keenan on a trip to get to Victory Lane so we don't have to wait so long next time?
How did he end up in Victory Lane like that? Drove all the way around.
He went through Tech.
Yeah, he went over and sat in Tech. They had to go get him out of Tech.
I heard you guys are yelling for him. So
it's not you guys. I wasn't. I was doing no yelling. I was.
The people were looking for
I was chilling behind the scenes there. Slingshots, they ended up running 2 features. They kind of took a page out of the Nodak book, and they had an A feature 1 and a B feature 2 or something they called it. 2 features.
I think they have quite a few new ones this year.
Yep, they had some new ones. So what they did is they ran the heat races. They ran the heat races, the top 5 from one heat. The top 9 basically
Right.
went into A feature 1,
Yeah.
and then the bottom 9 went into A feature 2. And Slato Pfeiffer, this is A feature number 1. We're catching the end of it here.
Sladen's digging. He's got her going good here. So
He got A feature number 1.
Yeah.
Something that he has not been able to do up there, from what I
Right.
understood.
Right.
So
as
has
we've learned,
he
all
won
classes.
one at all? I almost took it as like that was his first win.
It might have been a bunch of seconds and thirds, and
because Hudson had won a bunch last year. And
I seen you
But I
running,
don't-
Cody. I just couldn't get it on camera. He said he ran over to the tech area to get him, and I said I seen you running. I just couldn't get the camera to turn that far around the outside of the building.
Sladen put it together there.
Yeah.
Again, he even had some distance. So to reflect to last year, he had it broke his arm there playing around on motorcycles. So he's coming back with redemption on his mind, and he certainly started off the season right.
Yep.
So good on you, Sladen.
And then
This is
feature
his-
number 2, Weston, your anchor,
Yeah, your anchor put her together and
put it for his
his
second in a row.
one because he put Williston together too.
Yeah.
So
This one here, I think, was missing a few cars. We had one rollover in a heat race
Yeah,
early
Ga-
on.
Yeah,
Gary
Gal-
Gowdy's granddaughter.
Yeah.
I think she ain't very old, and she was excited. I was parked by him or whatever, and she come strolling in the rescue truck, helmet still on, just waving, she's ready.
I was trying
Didn't
to-
scare her at all.
I was in the car, so I was trying to figure out what was going on there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did she catch one of the tires down low coming out
Yep.
on the track?
Yep.
Okay.
She didn't lift.
Before it was all set.
That's what she said.
Oh, dang. Smallsy,
yeah.
teaching her bad things.
I know.
Golly.
Yeah.
Sounded like she caught the tire and turned it
Yeah.
over right coming out of the gate. So.
But smiling when done, not scared.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I hope she's back. So it sounds
congrats
like she
to-
will be.
Congrats to Weston, your anchor, Sladen Pfeiffer on their slingshots.
Yeah.
Sounds like they're going to do that similar thing up there all summer. There's a good shot of Weston.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Brad Pearson doing the victory lane.
Young people enjoying racing. That's awesome. So
Now
I
we
like
roll. Let's stock
stock
cars.
cars.
Catch the
I
start
know he
here.
keeps drawing me all these great starting spots, but I
Yeah.
certainly am not doing a good job with them. So, with that said, Mason had put his camera in Austin's cars, so there's some-
Austin started tailback, right?
Yeah,
he had DNF'd in the heat.
Turned it around in the heat, and
He started last.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
yeah. So I mean, a testament to the fact that the track was moving around.
Whoa.
A lot of busyness there, and yeah.
Should we get another look at that?
Jeez.
It,
You didn't even know that happened, did you?
I was sleeping already. I fell asleep in the lineup.
I went too far here.
It took out a couple of really good runners, and well, in fact, last year's champion and runner-up, Chris and Adam both were not able to go on. So Adam had
Adam's car got tore up pretty bad.
a
Huh?
pretty
He couldn't
bent
even
up
run
rear
it.
end.
Yeah,
So,
couldn't even run it in mine at the next night.
yeah,
And it's really
he,
just, it's kind of one of them racing deals here.
Yeah.
you get going off the wall and things
Oh,
get
yeah.
all
Yeah.
over the place there. You see Chase and Chris are hooked together there, and
Jeez.
Oh, look
boy.
at that move by Swanson to avoid that.
he really did zig and zag and zog through
Yeah.
there. All things considered, he's still moving.
So Adam tries to continue on here. He goes and gets the
Yeah.
tire change, comes back out, but he ends up pulling off.
What you really can't see from this angle, which of course we were able to
You
monitor in the pits, is just a ton of camber in the right rear. After kind of reenacting and Jeff Mann got buggered up in
Yeah.
that thing too. So, but on Adams, we figure that when it got airborne, it come down so hard that the car actually bottomed out. The axle hit the rear
tube?
clip, and so that's what gave it the camber, because the camber is straight up and down. You know, it's not bent in or out; it's bent up. So. He said he had a heck of a time taking it apart. He had to take the had to get the dust cover off, the
Yeah.
dry plate off, and then try to.
See,
said
to
the
me, it
axle was
moves
bent.
over a little bit to the left there. Did anything get shifted over, or did
Well,
anything?
at the moment there, we thought that the rear clip had moved around. He says as he he's squeezing in a few minutes there to work on it, that the right rear was actually pushed down, but not too bad left and right. So
Huh.
And here we are 2 laps in the race. The guy that
Yeah.
started last
is in
He's
pulled
already-
fourth.
Yeah. And
So,
I thought the green machine was feeling pretty good, but no, not as good as the cars around me apparently. Oh, dang. Well, I thought it was in the right part of the track. I'm where the
I don't
winner
know if
was, but
is that a new car for Austin this year?
I don't know that either.
I don't think so. I talked to him a little bit
but
before. He didn't even plan on racing.
When
He just got home the night before.
Well, I wondered because sometimes we'll see him in Minot. We hadn't seen him in Minot yet. So
Yeah, he
when
said
you
he
open
just
up
got
the
home.
top like that, I mean, you just give him the green light, green car, green light. Go ahead and go by this way.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Yeah.
What are you doing over there?
Well, you forget about that. You don't have mirrors. You're like,
You want me to ride with you?
well, I'm watching the guys ahead of me, and they're
Look at
low.
the scoreboard. Hey, look at the scoreboard. If 17's up there.
See, Kyle's working on the lead, so I'm like, well, he's going the right way. And then they're going by on the right. I'm like, I'm in the left lane, driving like I should be in the right lane.
Am I in the hauler right now?
Been a long day in the wind. I've been pistol whipped all day. Oh, dang. But, no.
That's okay. I was the same way.
So Gabe doing what Gabe does. I mean, he's strong, but I mean, as we kind of talked about, our fantasy teams and stuff like that, Austin was certainly a favorite, and if I was doing a fantasy team in Estevan, he'd be my boy because he's showing it right now. And again, there's plenty of talent in Estevan in all classes.
Just so smooth around the top.
Yeah.
Cody said it's an old car from last year. The new one is still in the works.
Oh.
So he does have a new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, just saving it for some other day when this one gets slow, if that ever
I was
happens.
Gonna say,
it's not happening right now.
Right.
So Gabe jumps up there with him, does a better job at it than I do. I'm still down around
You're-
the tires.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah, the leader's up on top. Well, I'm still in the other lane.
Yeah.
Trying to make moves.
At least you're not like, maybe I should try the middle.
Yeah, right.
Well, you guys, I mean,
not on purpose.
You
but
could almost run anywhere.
I thought it was a great track, and with that said, we're going to see later that the middle was good too. I like that we have Cody close by because I can't wait to catch up with the modifieds with codes. But
I said we weren't going to watch the full races, but we're ending up watching the races.
Yeah.
I said I was going to try to shorten this up a little bit and get through it faster, but only 2 nights of racing. We might as well talk about it, right?
Good on Kyle there to stay in the hunt for the most part, and with that said, the Shope family certainly had great results for the Estevan opener, all said and done. So,
Junior, Gary Gowdy Jr. there, he had a pretty decent run.
Yeah,
He was poking at you a little bit, giving you a little business every once in a while.
Yeah, he actually gave it to me, and he apologized. I'm like, I must have let off too early. Oh, dang. I said, well, you let me gather it back up. But he goes, I said, well, I thought I was going in pretty good, but it must not have been. I must have let off too early. So it was all well. And sometimes senior and junior don't always get into it. But with that said, I mean, the track was just conducive to it was a good traction track and obviously a multiple lane deal. It was a fun racetrack, no doubt about it.
I thought at intermission they put a little bit too much water on it for a hard slick track. When I watched them, I'm like, ooh, this ain't going to turn out very good. It's going to take a while for it to work in.
Yeah.
But actually, it worked in right away.
Right. I was surprised.
We'd been watching it all day. I mean, all of us had been, and they really weren't doing much. We knew the forecast. The wind was going down with the sun type of deal. And again, their platform here, I mean, we're the second feature in, and we're racing completely under the lights here. So here we are in mods. Cody. Now Cody starts sixth.
I don't think he finished the heat.
Didn't he?
Cody's back here behind the orange car. He's out of the screen. He isn't even good enough right now to make the darn TV shot.
Yeah. So
and we didn't have a caution.
But
it wasn't a caution either.
No.
Wow.
Straight through.
I mean, I watched it, but like you say, you can get a night in between there. It's hard to remember them all. But again, when it came time to talk about fast racing in North Dakota,
you're doing your best Jordan impression down there on the bottom.
Yeah.
Throw an anchor down there on the bottom.
Yeah.
That's what I said. I wasn't much better.
Yeah. Let me laugh at Jordan. Wait. Repeat. Yeah. Golly.
Yeah.
It's easy to see what you're doing wrong when you're looking at it through the camera in the car.
Never lost one in the grandstands.
Yeah, white knuckle
Right.
and puckered up, doing all I can. So
This is where I was kind of thinking, man, do I just pull in
And watch?
Because, yeah, we are going nowhere.
well, with that said, Smalls, you kind of had your own zip code. You had some distance in front of you and behind you, which
Yeah.
at least keeps the car out of trouble.
Right.
I like
So,
that
I
part
mean-
of that
Might as well just burn some fuel up and keep driving around.
for sure. Tyson and Ed's car there.
Yep.
Doing a good job. Again, we got Pfeiffer, we got Aaron, we got Travis, we got Cody, we got
But-
Marcus, we got Tyson, we got Smallsy.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
this is a
I'm
who's
right
who.
where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. So now Cody, now look at this. He has to go after these guys one at a time.
right.
And we talked about the middle. This is I was saying this before the races started. I was talking with Dad and even Adam. We have to be able to go forward in this summer, to kind of summarize it. You have to be able to be of speed in the middle, and Cody is of speed in the middle. He doesn't lose any space in the black.
Right.
Where that's how. I mean.
He's a long ways back.
He's a long ways back. He is, and Steven looks like he's on cruise control to ride this puppy dog home. But look at again, Cody can stay in the middle, and then he can when it's time to pass, he's able to set it up in the middle, and then dive to the bottom or go to the top and finish the move. I don't know how you get fast in the middle. Cody is fast in the middle, and see, I mean he can cut back across.
And
Now
then boom,
when you're racing with Travis. You are there, and Aaron's the next car.
Right.
I mean,
What are you thinking here?
yeah. I nonchalantly tagged Cody as the real deal last year. I don't know what.
I'm thinking,
I
man,
like it.
I gotta
like
pass
it. Cody,
Travis.
you are the real deal.
I got to pass Travis and Aaron, and I'm
Yeah.
still not leading this race.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Yeah.
You know, like,
And almost both at the same time,
Right.
if there is such a thing. So again, look at his migration
And
from low to
Pfeiffer's-
high to middle.
Pfeiffer's gone.
Was straight away out.
Yeah. So again,
See,
he's not
this
right
is
down
the
on the
hey.
tires, but
Believe it or not, this is the first time I get to see this. I was out there. I didn't see any of it.
yeah, you had space in front of you and behind you. You had what I call a safe car night, and you need those some days too. I mean that respectfully.
Right.
Again, now Cody's got his hands full. Travis is back in the hunt here now. Hey, look at he's in the middle right there. He's not up on the edge. He's maintaining his spot. Again, the talent that's in this frame right now is incredible.
And the one
Look
that
at right
just-
in the middle there, right in the middle, and he's still maintaining. He's not backing up. Everybody else backs up.
Did
mainly
you
me.
make it up to watch this, you said?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I missed the first couple of laps, but I was locked in
That's
on
when I was
codes.
fast.
I was watching. You're like, no guardrail stuff here, and you didn't. So, but
whenever, so like he just cleared, Trav fought back a little bit on Cody, but him and Aaron just cleared Travis Hagen by 4 or 5 car lengths.
and we watched Travis put it together last week in Williston.
Yeah.
No winter rust. So now they are nipping a little bit at Steven here, maybe, but again, the distance is real.
Only
I mean,
10 to go. And I
yeah.
mean,
That's what I just got a shot of the lap traffic in front of Steven. The camera operator, if you guys think this camera operator sucks, it's me. So everybody is so used to Jenny running camera and the amazing job she does. I'm sorry I had to step in.
Like I say, Codes had to come through these guys one at a time and spend decent time with them. But again, he can.
But he
can
leaves a lane.
maintain in
Right.
What's
yeah,
cool is that what I watched him do is he left a lane.
left a lane, and can. I'm going to keep repeating it. He can maintain in the middle.
See, here's where Steven was struggling, though.
yeah.
He just
yeah,
lost a lot of
Yeah,
time.
a lot of time
Right.
there. Yeah, no, they're almost in the same frame, so it ain't done yet. And I almost thought something was going wrong because I thought he was entering pretty lightly. So Steven's fully capable of kicking the floor out and picking it up and running with it. But I thought he was gingerly putting her in because Codes is. They are in the same frame now. So I did not follow up to see if there was in fact something not right there. But
I thought maybe he burned up a tire. There was no chance of
yeah.
rubber out there, was there? You didn't find it, did you?
No, I didn't. I was putting it down.
yeah.
These guys are picking it up.
So, Yeah, like I say, Codes.
I might get
Codes
back
has
in
got
the picture here.
blood in the
No,
water.
you're about a half lap behind. I don't
Yeah.
get you again. I kind of paid attention to that.
Oh, I thought they were close to lapping me because I was like, just throw the checkered or somebody tell me to go home.
Put me out of my misery. So.
Right.
And again, Travis and Aaron continuing to have a great race. Again,
Right. I mean, how often do you talk about these two racing each other and it's not for the lead?
yeah,
second and
it's for
third.
third
and fourth.
Third and fourth.
Yeah.
So, right. So,
Yeah. Don't let the car count.
Codes
I
Look
mean,
at that.
still working
Look
on
at
it.
that.
Leaves the lane, like you say.
Now it's
you'll
like
stay-
Pfeiffer's like, oh, I got to go again.
Oh, boy. Where'd you come from?
Yeah.
I didn't invite you. So, Cody, again, in the middle there, kind of feels around and knows where to put it.
So
Goes
3
high
to
this
go,
time.
yeah.
Now, Steven has dropped down
Yeah,
to the middle. So, yeah. Again, what a fantastic opener for Estevan. Again, the mood was electric. The track was awesome, and we're racing under the lights for the features. I think all that there is cool. So, but yeah, good on you, Cody. I mean, dang,
And then he, boom,
that was
just like
something.
that.
So, yeah, put a little distance on him.
As you said, that middle, him able to run the middle.
being
Yeah,
able
what-
to run off the edges, off
But
the
that-
inside edge, off the high edge.
But that's
And
what we talk about, the guys that we watch that are super fast. It's
look at that.
Tom
entry
Berry,
way
right.
out there and drops it in.
Tom
so.
Berry, Ricky Thornton Jr. We've watched them, and I've always said to myself, how in the heck can they run their car there when nobody else can?
Nobody else
Right.
can. Everybody else slides, skates, spins, whatever.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah,
good
boom.
job, Cody. I mean,
Right.
he won the tour night last year, which I would say was probably drier than this was. But again, he does a magnificent job of driving the middle of the track. As track preppers, or when we get in that conversation, we want to have a bottom lane and a top lane. And Cody makes a third lane.
Right.
I
Yep.
mean, good on you, friend. Again, throw me some bones. Kyle's car looked pretty good. You know what I mean? So,
And he took the proper way to victory lane.
yeah.
Just
I'll deal with tech later.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll forget.
Jedley
shoot,
Boyce
so-
checking in. Look how flat his nose is to the ground all the way
Yeah.
across.
Yeah.
Sealed up
Done
to
a
the
good-
ground.
Done a good job of Arrow?
There was a picture of him.
Good point, Jed.
On
Yep.
Facebook there, and looking at Cody's car. I mean, that baby was just glued.
Yeah. Nothing falling off, nothing hitting the ground, but yet, sealed up as
and then
you're saying. So.
I'll leave it on this for a second. Cody, love you, man. I think of you as a partier. I think of you as a guy that's having a heck of a lot of fun all the time, hanging out with Dion. To watch you with your girls and your family in Victory Lane was something
All right.
special.
Yeah.
It takes it back, and the girls, they each have their own little personality. You can see it in both of them. One, the rainbow-colored one here is looking around. The other one's full energy, moving back and forth, going to dad, going to mom, back and forth. It's just fun to see.
Shoot. Well, you're talking about Cody the partier, if you will, and I've seen the change in him. And just to back that up, when we were teasing him to come down for the car show, Cody had on a backpack. He was Mr. Mom in it.
He was Mr.
Yeah.
Mom. That was
And-
pretty cool.
The kids were with.
Yeah, the kids were with, and he had to get them all bedded down before he came over to the rocking horse to catch up with our campfire stories. But Cody's being an adult, he's being a parent, and good on him. But again, good on the whole Schopp family. I mean, 2 firsts and a second. Wow.
Right.
So wow. Dang. Yeah, so good job, Cody. Good job, Estevan, and good job, Steve and
that's a
Aaron
whole
and
stacker
Travis and
right there.
Marcus. And yeah, yeah.
The top 3 was a whole stacker.
I think that's our Northwest finest all at the one track.
No,
so.
the Schlope family.
Yeah, the Schlope.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, right. Cody's in each and every one of those cars, so, and it shows. So, again, throw the old guy some bones. So,
And then the hobby stocks.
Hobby stocks, again, was able to, of course, see that too. And, boy, Jortland, good-looking car, ready to go racing right at the drop of the flag. So, yeah.
Thought maybe
good
Two
race.
lanes right away off the bat.
3 or
Tell
4.
you, right.
Yeah. Certainly that bottom top deal that we talk about.
Right,
And,
and then
They moved the
the movers and shakers go to whatever, the middle. And
they moved
get
the
high
hobbies.
lows, low highs.
I think this is year 3 of them running the hobby stocks last. And I know there's always controversy about order of events and where hobby stocks are placed. I'm going to go back to this and say these guys on a slick track with their narrow tires are a heck of a lot of fun. Because they run.
I certainly do enjoy this, and of course the whole Estevan atmosphere does allow
Yep.
almost all
4
features to be
wide.
in the dark, which is nice. But this is a good race. This is a good race too. Yeah.
Jordan didn't want to say it there, but I'll say it for him.
Huh.
Mod's last.
Yeah.
Mods last.
Yeah.
That's his old school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, as much as because I know some of the hobbies personally, and that makes it different for me. But the big card is mods.
Right.
So
Right.
it should be the final. So yeah, I tippy-toed around that. You jumped right in there, Smallsy.
I was fine with this because I was headed home already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you were loaded up and gone before the races were even over.
Yeah, I was.
Well, I mean, you had nothing to stick around for.
Well, and then I was just ready for the AM because
It was coming.
my Sunday job was,
On your mind.
yeah,
All of it.
all of it.
Connor, we talked about Connor. Connor, stout competitor still, and knows
They have
around
any
up
cautions
there,
in this one? No. Or they do 20 laps too, huh?
Yeah, they do 20 laps up there,
so
yep.
Wow.
They maybe get a little bit more premier time type of deal, but again, big class.
It's been a progression for 3 years. This is their third year. So the first 2 years, what I've noticed is the hobby stocks are used to
Diesel
going,
here in the middle.
Yeah.
used to going out on a heavier racetrack, a wetter racetrack with a little bit more moisture, maybe a little bit more grip. And maybe at the beginning when they started this, there was the concern, or there was actual guys were spinning out a little more, not understanding the slick track racing per se. These guys have adapted, and I noticed that last year racing with them. They don't have no problems like we've had in the past or whatever on some slicker
Say going
racetrack.
around on a dry track
Right.
type of deal.
Yep.
The Runge there and Connor having a good race right there.
I thought lap traffic was going to hold Portland up there a little bit, but
I did too. I thought he was just solid. I mean, doggone it, looked good, and he had his eyes on the road. So, Connor is chiseling. Oh boy, and around it goes.
Oh,
Brenner
great.
misses
Yeah.
it.
Way to be heads up.
Yeah. Yeah, be around your. I tell you, when you're coming off a corner, that's the toughest place to be
Just-
aware because
right,
your car's tipped over, you're looking left, and if something comes from the right, you about find it when you feel it,
Right.
which is usually on the gas, not on the brakes. So.
But even after the restart, they bunch everybody up for the restart, and Jortland with clear track just drives away.
We watched Diesel win the first couple of nights in Minot and showing some struggles in Estevan. So in the race, but again, working on it. So
Track position matters a lot.
Yeah, we're rolling in. Well, tonight, it was draw, redraw, or whatever. So
But
if he don't draw good,
you just look at this here. Hortland's planning on the Tougher Than Dirt Tour. Hansen's planning on the Tougher Than Dirt Tour. Grinstead. Saxons are going to be there. The Raynards talked about going on the Tougher Than Dirt
it's a
Tour.
little preview.
Yeah.
You
It really
but
is.
the Canadians are going to shell out here for the Tougher Than Dirt Tour, and it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're good at home and they're good on the road too. So
How many of these guys do we get in mine on a weekly?
We get Hansen for sure.
Yeah,
He's
we get
running down here
Connor
weekly, and
and-
Raynard.
Right, and then Grinstead and Kyler are the only other two that are really from the Sunday night. Otherwise,
from the
this
Sunday
is
night show.
And I'm not
Right.
afraid to say it now because Sunday night proved my theory. There is something up with this Saturn car. There's something wrong.
Yeah.
There's something weird going on with this Saturn car he was running at the beginning.
right,
He can't even keep up with the pack.
right.
I don't know what it was. It's not my business, not my place.
Yeah.
I just noticed things as a racer or as a race fan.
Well, when we get to Sunday, we'll
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I said
it would
on the
seem like we'd want to blame the transmission because it was not really connected to the bell housing anymore.
right.
But I'm with
what
you,
I-
Brandon. That they were falling back, and it's a car.
Runge making this a race here right at
This
the end.
was. Yeah.
I thought he found something right through the middle, kind of the Cody middle line or
Yeah,
whatever.
right.
It actually is the middle, and
Right.
wow. Hey, what was
Jeez.
it? It was like
0.021 or
2-1.
something.
Yeah. I was thinking it was 14, but 21. Yeah.
Well, let's go back
so-
and let's go look at it here. I can't remember what it was.
But yeah, runs are kind of doing a Robbie deal.
.028.
2.8. Okay.
Wow.
So,
Great racing.
Ooh.
Now they're 3 wide. That's more my pace right there.
the cool down lap.
Yeah.
I hear ya. Oh boy. So, yeah, Brenner redeemed himself from the heat race there. What did he end up, 4th or 5th? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. The Saturn car certainly was not looking.
It just hasn't looked it all year.
Yeah.
I made the comment on.
That's a brand new car. The new car blues.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a real deal too. Sometimes expectations are high, and you.
I made the
got
comment.
The mystery machine.
You guys have raced long enough to understand this. I made the comment that maybe what broke on mine on Sunday in the heat race, the transmission, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they found a problem that they didn't know they had.
Right.
Maybe there was something up with that.
As bad as the transmission looked, it almost looked like there could be some bind in there somehow.
Right.
I don't know what I'm saying, but it broke the top ears right off. I mean, the whole thing was kicked back, and
That just
I had a tranny do that to me one time in Estevan. Just blew up.
I mean, I've had cracked ears and maybe even the broke driver's side upper, but I'd never had it completely fail like that.
I did one time.
The year
that
was young.
Right.
So, but and as you're pre-alluding to is that their speed certainly showed back up when we got to Minot. So
yeah.
Jumping around on Cole. Yeah.
Time out. Story time.
Story time with Smalls. You take it from
Cole.
here.
Just go ahead.
My buddy Cole.
Oh, Lord help us.
He needs a show.
Man.
He is the show, but he needs a show.
Yeah. Oofta.
Runs a good race in Estevan.
Oh, God.
Lost talent or something. Who knows what happened, but he spins out, gets wiped out. Frame rail. Just
Oh, man.
dragging on the ground.
Yeah.
Does he throw the helmet and the steering wheel? No. He throws a party. Throws
right.
a party. Doesn't worry about the car. We'll fix it in the morning.
In the words of Marcus, till 8 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the whole group was still wounded. Adam and I got out of there. I said, Adam, we're going home. He goes, you're right.
I get a snap from Cole. We'll fix it in the morning.
Yeah.
See you at Nodak. I tell my uncle, I said,
The right side had to be laying on the ground. I seen the hit. I was like, oh.
Terry's like, there's no way. I said, I think there is. It's Cole Hanshoe. He'll be here.
Yeah.
Look at where he's running.
Top 2.
Yeah.
Top 2. I mean.
Wow. Yeah.
He runs the whole race
We
up
have
there.
fast forwarded to
Right.
Minot, obviously. So.
Yeah, we're at the Nodak Speedway now. But I heard the story from Marcus, a little bit from Marcus and some other people, that as they were wenching it in the trailer, there was some tires and stuff up front that the car got kind of caught on. And Marcus just said, keep the wench going, keep it going, keep it going.
Straightening the frame.
Straightening the frame in the trailer.
Who needs a jig? Who needs a frame rack? We got a winch in the trailer.
Squint, it's mint.
Yeah. That needs to be on Hanshoe's car.
Oh, boy. I don't think he's gotten through a night without what most of us would call a season tragedy.
It makes me feel super lazy that Max's car ain't fixed yet.
Yeah.
Just take it to Hanshoe's trailer.
And wench it in the trailer.
Yeah.
Golly.
I mean, watch out, Sibo. Hanshoe might just put you out of business with the frame straightening because whatever he did, it worked. Last week, what it got.
He's not a bag of nerves worrying about it, apparently. Marcus said the band said, guys, it's 2 a.m. We've had enough. Cole wanted to keep on going.
Look at that. Just ripping.
Yeah.
Because the week before in Minot, with the middle of the car got it.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, this poor dog is. If cats have 9 lives, he's deep into the 3rd at least. We're still in May, so.
Right.
So Hanshoe out front here. Gabe was
actually Chad.
Chad's out front.
No, Tory Mack.
No. Timing and scoring hasn't caught up yet. We had a glitch with timing and scoring here early on. I had to.
Oh, Tory fell back.
Tory fell back already.
Oh yeah, because the laps and everything were.
Yeah, there was something screwed. There was a glitch with timing and scoring.
Okay.
So,
Tory led quite a few.
Yeah, but Stretchin's in the lead right now.
Yeah.
And
the Colemeister's on the gas.
Yeah, Cole running second, and he doesn't give up. There ain't no give up in him.
Yeah.
And then Gabe
he's
Deshaw was
twisting
stuck
and
in traffic, but now he's worked his way to third. And they're able to
Old Cole
yeah.
didn't miss a beat.
Oh, boy. He could have packed the back end of that one pretty hard.
That could have been frame job number 5 this season.
Yeah. 2 or 3 in the same week. Gosh.
Darren is kind of on the struggle bus here.
He was struggling there.
I think they Mason Russ lost a motor in this deal.
Yep.
I seen they had the car already for sale.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Yeah. I mean, it was a killer racetrack. I suffered flat too much gear. I mean, I run a 633 is pretty common, and I was on the chip before the flag stand, so the texture was real. I'm not sure 20s would have been the right gear, and I've never used 600s, so I mean, it'd have been 100 mile an hour around the top had I had the right gear, but I did not. So I got a drive shaft out there.
Well, I got to go racing. There was, I think, Tom, Robert, and Chris Anderson. They worked on the track. So
here's the thing I noticed. Okay, we're gonna go back just a tish. So there was an incident here. Let's see, where am I at here? Here comes your brother in the pits. I made this comment live on air, live on Darn TV. The first one there, who was the first one there with the jack in his hand? You can't even see him now.
Bo
Deshaw. Who came into championship night tied?
Those two.
Gabe
and
Darren.
Yeah.
And I brought it up. That's the racing family.
Yeah.
That's what racing's about right there.
He even wanted to run the Impact, but I guess my dad ran it. I'm like, Bo, you let my dad run the Impact? Are you sure the lug nuts are tight? He told me to get the jack. And Lance
is there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I even called Bo, told him thanks for doing it.
Oh, there goes Al. Go.
Yeah.
Al says go.
He's retired now, so he's got all week to rest up again.
You're touching on something, and sometimes, a rivalry will begin or whatever, but behind the scenes, most people are helping everybody, and that's pretty awesome.
Bo saved Darren on the Tougher and Dirt Tour last year, too, when they put that open motor in, and they had some issues, and Bo fixed it up, so.
Look at Cole just sitting here working on Chad here. Oh, man.
Robin Deshaw checking in.
Hi, Robin.
Robin, are you related to Bo and them guys up there or not? I don't know if they are related or not.
Yeah.
I asked. He told me how.
They're not? It's distant?
Yeah, I forgot. But I asked.
But yes, she says all Deshaws always help people.
Yeah.
Barry's the same way. Yes, you are correct.
Been pretty awesome for sure. Good
Look at old Cole, even passing to.
Look at the mud fly. My God.
Didn't slow him down.
Yeah. Just bend it in more. Now, this week he's looking for less gear because, as I'm describing, him all over the chips, so he's looking for some 514. So.
The poor guy just gets her on Facebook.
Man.
Cole, are you sure you want to go faster?
He's looking for more.
Yeah.
He's going to clear the chain link when he goes straight off the end. So, oh, boy.
Watch out, pit area. Here comes Handshoe.
Don't be up near that fence. Well, the track's over there. Hear me out. If you grew up watching the Dukes of Hazzards, Cole might be a Duke cousin here. So,
An old Cooter's garage can get her fixed.
Speed times corner angle could end up right around the concession stand. Especially with a 14. Now, mind you, he's a 514, and the stock cars are 100 points deeper. We're up around a 614, 633. So
I gotta be somewhat to blame for this deal or something, because hadn't you had to watch me in my early days on how to drive or something, because
there's a similarity.
He wrecks his whole car and he paints the bumper yellow, and he's like, you see where I'm going with this? I'm like, I don't think this is what you should be doing here. No, Handshoe. No.
Yeah, you might want to reconsider.
Paint the bumper some other color.
Where is the yellow bumper?
It's probably in the trailer.
Yeah.
It's on it.
Is that the yellow bumper on it?
No.
He ruined it in Estevan.
Right. That guy used up night one.
2 laps to go.
Don't paint it yellow. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So what do we back? We back to a black bumper here? It might not even have
might
paint
not
on.
have-
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just forgot painting it. Screw painting it.
And
It'll get
remember-
rusty. No, it won't. How long does that take? 3 days. Yeah. Natural. I'm going for lightweight.
Remember the bumper talk on the one Dirt Weekly we had? And I said we used to order 14 bumper.
Yeah.
This is why.
Yeah. Yeah.
Handshoes, he's headed in the right direction.
Well, in that direction. He's headed in that
Right.
direction. Like I told you back then, I don't think I've used that many in my life.
Well,
I
got somebody on my side here.
Yeah. Huh. Man.
Trent Irvin in the 23.
Yeah,
making
first
his
night out.
Looks
First
like he's
night
having
out.
a good time.
Right.
Making moves. Looking good. Again, the track was awesome, dude. Oh, man. Whoa.
We're hoping
Oh,
to keep
man.
this thing going like
Yeah. I think the
You-
weekend's
you-
going to kind of work with you weather-wise, too.
this.
I mean,
You can tell where I messed up in the blade a couple spots,
Oh.
but
well, a couple of this and that keeps it interesting. You
Right.
still want to be able to move around.
Keeps
so.
everybody honest.
I mean, once I get a little bit better in this blade, we shouldn't have any character really.
It don't need
But-
to be glass smooth. It just doesn't, you don't want 4-foot craters, but
All right. Well,
sometimes
nice-
a little bit of that stuff there keeps
Yeah.
it moving.
Right.
The nice part is, even with all the moisture and as how heavy the track was, it did hold together.
Right.
That's the best
I thought
part.
so. I mean, I was the second to the last feature. There was nothing wrong with the surface. I wasn't me prepared, but nonetheless, the track
I think I
sure
told
was
you-
awesome. So
I think I told you Monday morning. It was a good racetrack all night. It would have almost been fun to watch 4 more features again on the
Right.
track after the mods got done.
yeah,
My
yeah,
Yeah, right?
fair,
like
fair.
Tom and I were
it was that great. It was
Right.
that good. It was lasting that long. So
Yeah.
Tom and I were talking. I said I think the rain hurt us, and the reason why it kind of sped the middle up too fast again. I was hoping to, if we'd have just kept going, we would have did our track prep, water to the top, water to the bottom, a little bit in the middle, and let it fan out. But with that rain, it watered everything.
Shout out to Jeff Barta for filling
Yeah.
in on Victory
Yeah.
Lane.
Yeah.
Jenny and Peyton and stuff. They had some graduation stuff they had to handle. So once again at Nodak, Brandon had to run camera. I asked Jeff to fill in for me. Honestly, it was out of pure laziness because I did not want to run up and down the steps
and do the jog.
to do the jog. So
Shout out to Jeff. I mean, again,
stepping in and doing whatever
yeah.
it takes.
Jeff, we need
his-
we need this. What do you think? I'll do it. I mean, I
He
do
was
it.
doing track prep too during rain delay.
Yeah, he went down and got in the tractor during the
Yeah.
Goes up
rain
and
delay.
grabs the flag.
And,
So I mean,
Bo, he offered to help too.
yeah.
So
That again, that is awesome. I
we
mean,
had record drivers in the equipment. We had everybody.
it's hard to acknowledge them all the time, but they certainly need to be acknowledged sometimes, and this is one of those times. So
Oh, we have a caution early here. Alex Twite jumped out. Oh, we had some debris.
I offered to run out and grab it, but they wouldn't let me.
They didn't want you to embarrass yourself.
yeah,
Or
you
get ran
could
over.
have slipped and wiped out.
Yeah. That car would have felt it.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure. There's my rubies.
Yeah.
No,
I switched the name this week. You're just Jason now.
I'm just Jason. Well,
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Brand new car. So here's what we talked about. So now this car here that Kyler's pulled
Yep,
one out of the
yep.
infield, that's the second car. That's last year's car
last year's
Right.
car.
that they put a body on. He had trouble in the heat race, broke a transmission, went and got the other car, started tail end, started last in this deal. Because when you switch cars, you have to start last.
Yes, I was going to say let's do one of our moments here now, and let's slow down and go through this because there's always questions when this happens. You can switch cars, and you have to start tail end as you described. So, I guess the lucky part for Saturns in this deal was we were in Minot, and they were close enough to go get that car. Obviously, they couldn't have done that in Estevan. The car that they switched to does not have to be qualified.
But it wasn't even ready.
Oh, wasn't even ready, huh? Yeah,
They had to go get it and bring it back and change gears and a bunch of
Oh,
stuff.
boy.
It was still left from how they had it in Boone. So It was not an easy task. It wasn't like drive home, get the car, and we're ready.
Hit the key and go.
It was.
We had to build it, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't. Max jumped in and helped him a little bit because Max was down there.
yeah.
He said, "Dad, they changed gears in 6 minutes."
Yeah.
He goes,
I've never done that, and I never will.
He said in 2 cars they took the gears out of that one, and they took the gears out of that one. They put the gears from this one into that one. He said 6 minutes.
Wow.
And I'm like,
it's amazing how fast you can do things when you're at the track, and then it'll take you 4 days during the week to do that.
Maybe the whole winter.
well, he doesn't even change gears.
Yeah,
he just changes
right.
cars.
I'm flipping cars, so yeah. Oofta. Again, I wasn't. We were having our open house for Katie during this here. So, but again, what a great race! Connor's back in the house here, and
I kind of
Brenner.
the
Brenner's
top
doing his thing. So
the top 4 kind of strung out here.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what do they got to be on camera for? When I run camera, you're going to see something else.
go find the action.
Let's go find some action. So, and I
Joe
think
Ree's back in the house. That's good.
And I think
his
Nick
friends.
was getting upset with me because he kept looking here like, what is Brandon watching?
The race.
Yeah, the race.
Yeah.
Now you see Kyler Satchin enter the
Yeah.
frame here.
Right. He's moving.
Coming from a tail end starting spot there, and
We'll check up.
And they all had to check. Good checkup by all of them there, so they didn't.
Cause a wreck.
Points leader. I think points leader Raynard had a flat tire in the heat race.
he's
he's
behind
way
Kyler
back.
there.
He had
so.
to come from the back as well.
Well, and on these sticky nights, just a little reminder, it's time to air up some things. Hobbies don't have a bead lock, so
Right.
I would think that a 3, 4, 5 pound increase in the right rear would be a consideration
wide.
at least. The topside Haas,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's working it.
he is. He kind of like Cole in his own way.
Yeah.
No lack of throttle application. So, good race. Oh, ooh. I thought he was going around.
Yeah.
So,
They didn't touch. It's
But look at Kyler.
Kyler, here he comes.
This is
right
where
in
this
the
is
race,
this is
so.
where I
Yeah.
said maybe they had a problem they didn't know they had, and now he gets back into his comfort zone, and he was.
Well, I think he's gonna pass more cars in this feature than he has all year with that other car.
I
Yeah,
think
well.
if you counted that other car, I bet he got passed more times than he
Right.
passed cars.
I mean, this has to be a great feeling to hop in this and
just,
I still got it. I mean, as much as they race, you're already going into
And
some of these nights. Like, what's the deal here?
And
Yeah.
meanwhile, everybody's
You're
racing
right,
at Nodak.
Smalls.
Caden Appelt is in
Yeah,
the next
he's
county.
in Indiana.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Now we're four wide.
Man.
Trevor, get back up where you belong.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing down here?
Yeah.
Stay out of Cody's middle.
Yeah. Connor's middle right now.
Yeah, Connor's now.
It's a Canadian middle.
Right.
We're just going to call it the Canadian.
Get up
Canadian
top
middle.
where you belong.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, and then
Looked
I'm
like a
watching.
great race. No dust. I mean, I just love these kind of tracks. I just do.
Well,
I
order
think they're
clouds. Order clouds.
Clouds on race night get you
Yeah.
this.
We had some wind.
great. Yeah. It just, wow.
So now I take the camera up here.
And we
Nick
get the only-
goes up here
Wonderful go time.
and starts talking about the second and third place battle. Meanwhile, back over here, there's a wreck
Right.
that I miss.
Yeah. One caution.
You lifted once and look it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Is that the top side?
And
Yeah,
that
that's
is- yeah.
Yeah.
No.
The high side Haas is.
They're the high side, rather. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry, Tyson. I beat you up there.
The
high side Haas. Again, that's not how Brendan says it,
Right.
but you get the
I
gist.
think two S's in
Grover.
the other one.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Something like that.
It rhymes. Grover was going to make shirts. I ordered 2. I never did see him.
Yeah.
I see he's going to announce at Southwest this Saturday night. So
Is he announcing down there?
That's what that was the Southwest announcement earlier today. So
Wow.
So this tightens everything back up.
yeah,
Kyler kind of
Kyler, what?
he
showing
can
up
see the
5th,
front finally.
4, 5, 6th place there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good run by him. Oh,
I'm gonna say
like
something
Scooby-Doo
right here.
got the call. He's going to the
Yeah.
I'm
back.
going to say something right here. Hats off to Bruce and everybody who took the time to make sure the high-low was done correctly. They removed Trevor out of there, and instead of just being in a hurry and just sliding everybody forward, they took.
What do you mean? We're always in a hurry. We don't do anything right. So you're saying we did something right?
I'm saying you guys did something right.
I was probably sitting in a water truck listening.
Maybe sleeping.
Yeah, I do
just-
take my naps.
All I'm saying is sometimes we get in such a hurry to get the races in that we remove like a Trevor out of there and just go forward.
Yeah.
Well, that allows somebody who doesn't belong where they're at to move up a couple rows.
Yeah,
I just
'cause
don't
really
like-
it's a crisscross deal after that.
Exactly.
So get your
I
odd
don't like
evens going
using the
again.
word "we're in a hurry" to get the races done.
You're trying to be efficient.
Right, there we go.
You guys are trying to be so efficient that sometimes we just go.
Miss the
Now,
details.
I'm not saying you
possibly.
guys. I'm saying
Right.
all racetracks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'd say that's a fair statement. Sometime, somewhere.
But when I watched you guys make sure it was right and give the one to go, and hold it one lap, perfect.
Look at Jason holding his own. I like that.
Alex
Well,
Twite,
yeah,
Alex Twite,
Twite again.
best run of the year.
Right.
Yeah.
Beautiful run.
He jumped
Yeah.
out. He kind of passed
Look at
Caden
that.
up top right away off on the start there at the beginning of
Good
the race.
drag race
So.
there. So
But then Kyler, he
both my teen
gets
boys
right in
there.
there.
So Alex pushed a little bit there in the center, but
Alex running one of your motors?
yeah, motor, yeah, and then he's also on my fantasy. So
Yeah.
yeah, so Brenner got a motor too. So yeah, I think Jason probably got a crate, but that's my 3 right there. So carrying me
yeah.
fantasy league.
We'll bring up
Yeah,
fantasy
you're-
later.
Oh, looks like Kyler and Brenner got a little snaggered there. So Connor's
See,
hanging
Kyler,
tight.
doesn't he get third?
I don't know, but
I looked at the results too. 2
Maybe
to go,
he got
so it's
fourth. Yeah, he gets them both here.
yeah, coming around, should see one to
Brenner
go.
gets a little bit of a push there, and good
Right.
racing, 3 wide.
Right.
I mean, wow, wow. Yeah,
See, that middle to bottom down where Kyler is almost looks like the place to be in a sense, but then I'll go find Caden
Yeah,
yeah,
in Williams County here to get the
Yeah.
checkered flag.
yeah.
So that's a brand new car. They put it together in 2 weeks.
So the car that got destroyed was last year's car from
Yep.
a couple weeks ago now. So I see.
And I think they had this one or something already.
I think
So
they got
they-
it in the off season,
Right.
I believe. It's another K chassis, just like the
Yeah.
other one, just a new
I don't
one.
think they planned on using it right away.
Well, I made assessments there that we're in the second half inventory and we barely got a good start on the first
Right.
semester here. So
Pretty good group of stock cars again.
car count's been in that high teen
Yeah,
plus, so that seems to be its happy spot. It's up a good 5, 6, 7 cars from last year.
Only four classes this weekend, and we had 77 cars. So
Right, no
I'm-
compact. So
right. I was happy with the car count. I was hoping the 80 mark, but we're close.
Yeah, pretty close. So as we were sharing some graduation stuff going on.
Right.
I mean, life is busy in May. So Gabe's got the wheelie going. I mean, this was Traction City, and as the show goes on, you can see the guys that wish they would have freed it up a little more, including myself. But again, I was just consumed by gear.
So right there, Chip. Boom.
Well, I'm keeping it low, just trying to make the
Right.
track smaller. So
Brock
You had to know you're. This is not a bottom track when you got Joel Flory running the top.
boy,
What?
that stands
Wait.
alone by itself. Yeah, when Joe's
Wait.
off the bottom,
Yeah, when does that happen?
we're moving. So yeah, Gabe's got the wheelie going real strong there, and
one thing we missed was the start of this.
Mike
Should
Scott.
we have
Right.
showed the start?
Well,
Did you even get it on camera?
Oh, yeah. My apologies. I forgot all about that.
yeah, that's right. That was
We'll skip back
that was
here.
a topic. So
Yeah,
This is the hot sauce of the week.
one of them.
One of them.
Seems like we always have them at Nodak, though.
Oh, yes. I got a yes.
decades of tradition. So
Anybody watching?
We got a 50, over 50.
Ah.
People like when we dissect the racing.
Yeah.
I have figured this out.
Because they can just yell at us too.
Uh,
There's the start.
Yeah, there's
this is the first
good.
I've seen it, but and I'm certainly a fan. But yeah, she's pretty black and white.
No, black and silver here.
Yeah.
Black and silver.
with a little bit of green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, we're going to run through this real quick.
Plenty
Yeah,
quick.
you explain it. You wrote the rule, not me.
I'm
I'm
the one
the asshole, though. Jeez.
I'm the guy that wrote the rule.
Jeez.
Huh.
And
definitely got
how
the
it
speed.
works at Nodak and on the Tougher Than Dirt Tour and a lot of other places in the country.
90% of the country.
Not necessarily Underwood. I think we call them back in Underwood, right?
I don't have I'm not clear on that, but if anywhere, it would be there. So we're still a little old fashioned.
How it works is when you
old.
jump, when you are called for jumping the start of a race or a restart or whatever, you are docked 2 positions at the next flag. Yellow or checkers, whichever comes first.
And trust me, I had a little moment here because I got it on the radio and I'm like, really? We're letting this go?
Yeah.
Don't you know the rules, Mr. President? That's what I got. Oh, yeah. Next
Well,
caution.
it's
Next
interesting you say that,
caution.
and we haven't talked about it, but again, getting the wheat to consume this and all that, the next flag is the key to this whole
The next
scenario.
flag. And I know there was
Because the next flag was not a yellow.
the people in the
The wrong
grandstands.
color.
Right.
The people in the grandstands in front of me, around me, sideways, whatever, they were mad that we were still racing. They wanted that yellow to come out.
My phone was blowing up. You guys let that go? Stand by for news.
Yeah. Well, and I know that when I was involved, like you're involved now at Nodak, you didn't even get a second chance. If we threw a yellow, you were done. I mean, a jump.
On a start. On a
start.
jump.
Yeah, on a start.
You got black flagged.
You got black flagged in our day.
So this is better
This is actually better.
because he only.
But the unfortunate part of all the enthusiasm is it didn't show up till the race got over.
Right.
The clarity didn't show up. Because he's moving.
Well, our
You're
race
doing good,
director
but-
knew the rules, so I was okay because if it would have
Yeah.
been me, I would have threw the yellow.
Yeah.
I had a moment. I went back in time.
Yeah. So, but it doesn't matter what they used to be. It matters what
Right.
they are now. And
Right.
and with that said, I had to think about it this week, and I'm like, yeah, there was no yellow on that thing. So, had there been, and I've been on the radio in the next race or whatever, waiting. I've heard Bruce say, so and so, you got to move back to. You got hooked for jumping, and in a heat race, that's not nearly as painful as it can be. But I'd heard from others during the week. This first I've seen the video. And they said, well, the jump itself is really not in question. And it's not. Will, I love you, brother. I love you, brother. But and so I want to stop there, and I want to because I want to run the drivers' meeting here in a week. So
Yeah.
or I'm going to be part of it.
Don't screw it up.
So it's just this is a great time to go through it now. And I've been through hours and days and months of this conversation. So the race is on when the green is displayed. And what that means
On
is
the initial start.
on the initial start, yeah, and then the leader does it after that.
Right,
But
right.
in this case, it's the initial start. So once the flag is displayed, the race is on for everybody. And to be clear, once the flag is displayed, whether you're entering 3 at that time, 8 rows back,
Right.
or whatever, the race is on. So if you advance anywhere before the start-finish line, that's
fine.
cool. That's cool.
fine.
Now, just what I just said took roughly 2 years to understand. By everybody. I'm not kidding.
Yep.
So to continue, okay, we understand that. But I want to reflect on how we got here. Many believe that when the green flag was displayed, that no passing could happen until the start finish line. I mean, I'm just telling you some
Right.
scenarios.
Yep.
So and I'm going to say this in a week. I'm going to, oh boy, one expired. Oh yeah, Will expired. Yeah, it was a. I was concerned the rods are going to leave my crank too. So again, I'm keeping it a small racetrack, but Brock and I are playing around. So, but again, when the flag is displayed, the race is on for everybody. Now, where things can show up and get a little weird on what I'm just describing is when you get a cadence scenario where you got a fast runner guy on the front row of a heat race because his points are all ass backwards, if you will, and he might have somebody beside him that's not a good starter yet. and it looks like they jump, but the green flag's been displayed, just the guy next to him hasn't reacted.
Right. So
in a tenth of a second versus a second and a half.
So this is the other thing that was brought up. Well, in the heat race,
Will, you are going good.
Right.
You are going very good.
Right. In the heat race, we brought a start back.
Yeah, Caden start.
Right.
A Caden start.
Oh,
Exactly
okay.
what you're
Oh,
talking
okay.
about.
So I got hammered. Why did you guys bring that back? Because it's the start of the race. The front row screwed it up. The pair. So you bring it back once. If they screw it up again, then they both go to the back.
Then you flip it. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So in that case, both the front row cars did. Where in this scenario, Will is in the third row.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's by
Okay.
himself.
Okay.
He did this by himself.
He dropped down and
See you later.
but
when it's the front row,
guessed it.
it's how do you say it? It's a 50-50 shot. Okay, so you have Caden.
Shared crime.
Right, shared crime. So you give those two another chance to do it right. But if they screw it up the second time, you guys both go to the back. New front row.
Again, I want to just touch on history. Yeah, again, it's clear and it's frustrating, and it's racing and it's Nodak, and they all seem to come together. So now, Brandon, you might remember, because you're a little older than Smallsy, there was times we wouldn't throw the green until you were literally underneath the flag stand.
Oh, my Lord.
Hunched up.
Yeah.
Hunched up. I mean, it was a game. It could go anywhere from roughly where your cone is at to the start-finish line.
Right.
You were straight on the straightaway.
Now it's between your two big tires there. That's almost easy.
Right.
When it's from there to here, oh, baby doll. Yeah, that could get exciting, and it
Because
did.
the guy that can come down the hill, he's got momentum versus this guy that's just starting here,
Yes. But we played that game for a season or two or three, and so now things have reverted back to coming off of four.
I do remember that because that used to be a big deal at the pit meetings.
Yeah.
And I think, wasn't there a big deal during the winter about that, starting at the
start-finish line.
Yeah.
Like you say, being up on the hill there give you a big run 8 rows back type of deal. So
just to clarify, Will thinks he won the race.
I was listening to the radio. I'm looking at him, and I'm
he was
listening.
told,
I'm like, oh, no.
He was told.
Oh, no.
Somewhere along the trip, he was told.
Yeah, I heard it all because Bruce said, Will, you're going to get dinged too for the jump, and Joe, you need to go to Victory Circle. I mean, that's what Bruce said. I was listening.
Yeah.
So
Joe ends up in Victory Circle, gets the interview.
Yeah.
Will ends up third.
Yes.
But
Yes.
go back down Jordan's Road here. Years past, you wouldn't even got to go to the claim area, Will. You would have been right to the pits.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
So to maybe it's a hard pill to swallow. I feel bad for him.
Right.
We're early enough in the year he'll redeem himself, I'm sure. But my point is that there's been times that and it's still a judgment call, but maybe even less obvious that people got parked. So
right.
I mean, you learned how to be, as I say, you be behind the car ahead of you,
right,
until the flag is displayed. So and I'm just representing my experience of the decades. So. Will, you're young, ambitious, and your car was plenty quick. So you'll bounce back well.
The other scenario that was brought up to me, because people knew where the rule came from, me. You got beat up quite a bit, maybe a little bit on this, but a lot of people knew where the rule came from because I implemented the rule.
Yeah, they were just looking at somebody to yell at.
They were just looking for you to yell at.
Yeah.
I got some phone calls. This is the start of the mod feature here.
Mm-hmm.
Right here we had some flat.
They was 4 or 5 wide.
Yeah.
You're right.
Off of 4.
Had some flat tires. Turnbull and Laudenschlager both get a flat tire right off the start there.
Right.
But there was some guys that called me. I had one race car driver call me and said, okay, you set the precedent now. I'm going to go from last to the lead going through turns 3 and 4.
The funny part is you're getting that phone call. I'm getting the same one, and then I call you and be like, hey, have you ever thought of this? Yeah, I did. Because somebody else just
two different people.
Two different people. I'm
completely different people called and said, well, if you're only going to dock me 2 spots and I start last, I'm going to drive to the lead and take the green, and then when the yellow or checker comes out, I'm just going to be third.
And you know what I said to the guy that called me and said that to me? I said, no, you're not. Well, what do you mean? Well, you just explained I can do it. I said, no. We're black flagging you for being stupid. And I can do that.
I-I-R-I?
Yeah.
EIRI.
Yeah.
Except in rare instances.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, the frustration's real, and I understand that. I've been that guy many times too. But obviously, to circumvent the rule as it's intended to do, as was just described, is not going to hold water.
Right.
Right.
So
It's I can't stand race car drivers. Oh, I am one.
Yeah.
When you got to babysit them, you can't stand them.
Yeah. It's interesting for sure.
When you are one, you're always looking for that
edge.
Yeah.
Well, we're selling competition, so that means you got to be paying attention to the details. I get it, but obviously we would have nothing but chaos if that was the stand. and it's
try. I hope everybody tries it Sunday. Watch the back of the field.
No kidding. So
maybe you want to start in last and try it.
Well,
you might want to start last because that might be the safe spot this weekend.
Just to grab my 3 seconds of fame. It was my first green arrow. I had to start in last place to get a green arrow this year. All I've had is reds.
Right.
So I had to skip a heat race to start last to have some guys fall out and give me a green arrow. So baby steps.
Yeah. So here's the start of the mods.
Modifieds are
Travis
moving right along.
3 weekends in a row at Nodak Speedway. I'm like, whoa, what are you doing here?
I think he's a keeper.
Right.
I think he's a keeper. So
no, he's loving it, not burning up tires.
He'd have been a great fantasy choice too if we
would
just
have
knew he was staying.
Right.
So let this be
What is it with you mods? I'm going to say you mods because you're one of them.
Yeah. Now the track looks rough.
Why is that? What's the reasoning behind this?
Everybody else looked just fine.
Yeah.
The track was smooth as glass all night. You mods go out there and it looks like you're driving across railroad tracks.
Because J-bars ruin everything.
Yeah. That's my blading. I'm trying to get a J-bar back here.
Oh boy. Well, you're saving all the rubber on the left front.
Right.
Oh, dang.
Now, Tuchler, this is where he goes and gets the lead here.
Chris gets the lead.
So 20 to go. You got
Look at Biella. I've never seen Biella's car like that.
Yeah, he was
jacked over.
Moving.
Yeah, he was. So
Steven already up to second.
There's some hot sauce right there. Isaac Sandro.
Yeah.
Dalton Flory.
This is what I like. Everybody goes to the bottom.
Dalton having a
Watch
couple good
Dalton.
weekends.
Watch what he does.
There's still a middle here, though. The middle is still pretty grippy. Watch as this track progresses.
It's crazy how fast the modifieds can change the track.
Right. Now, Steven, this is our other hot sauce topic here. What do you call that?
Freddie Prinze Jr.
What's that mean?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched I Know What You Did Last Summer?
No. When do I have time to watch?
Yeah.
Is that a movie or what is that? I watch racing.
I don't even watch racing.
He's a really bad actor.
Oh.
Well, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
Steven played the part here.
Yeah. He caused more headaches for me again.
Oh.
But at least
he's my fantasy driver. So.
Yeah. Fluffy just wanted to get some
airtime on Dark TV.
Besides in Victory Lane, now everybody's seen he does work. Fluffy ran the jack. He's not just there for Victory Lane pictures.
We talked Bo up for running the jack.
Right.
We have to talk Fluffy.
Right.
Fair is fair.
Poor Fluffy got that Facebook post saying he is always in Victory Lane. Well, you see why now.
That was hilarious.
Right.
Mikey Venice, 10 points on that one.
Oh, yeah. 100. I was gonna park the water truck down there and have Mikey Fluffy and stand by the water truck. I think that would have been.
And then the tractor and then all the other pieces of machinery.
That would have been some profile pictures there.
Yeah. I think we should capture some of these moments for the banquet slideshow.
Right. There. Start making it now, and then when the banquet comes, you'll have an hour-long slideshow.
I'm sorry. Did you hear something?
Yeah. Is your headset working?
I'm sorry. Not working. Is my mic working? Check. 1, 2. Check. My headset working?
Hello? Anybody home?
We're on mute again.
Oh, man. Again, Dalton putting together a nice run.
Yeah.
Like I say, the modified maybe
We're-
it's been a little bit tough. Pfeiffer coming back from a
he had
from a tail end restart there. Tyson getting around in Ed's car as we talked.
No, I think
That's
this is
Ed.
Ed.
Or
This
that
is
is
Ed
Ed.
now,
I'm sorry.
right?
Yeah, right. That was Ed on Sunday. I'm sorry.
He double
Right.
duty.
No, he didn't.
John
Weber
Selling the stock car is what I got.
Selling it.
selling it. John Weber drove the 10 stock car.
Who's that?
He's number 03 with Soda Street down in
Out of
Bismarck.
Oh.
Ed, Dan.
So, yeah. Eddie
So there's
looking good
your-
there. So Big John in the picture again.
There's
John been coming back. I like to see that.
the 9H struggled a little bit, and then he got a flat there.
Well, again, it was a night you're going to have to put some air in the tires,
Well,
more so than normal. So,
he had a little help. Oh, the left front went flat.
What do you need that for?
Well,
Biella
he-
don't need it.
Yeah, he
right.
Robert drove it. I think he finished with it.
Oh, gotcha.
Maybe he pulled in.
Chris
He
doing a
got
great
some-
job
yeah.
here. Maybe one got away last week. He made the adjustment to take care of that kind of business late in this race, and he's going to go on to
That car's been quick
the great
ever since
payout.
he got it. That's
Yeah.
another new car.
okay.
He's not having new car blues.
Yeah. Well, that's always the plan and
Right.
not always the delivery. So good on him. He's certainly done his fair share of work at the track also, and ends up having a stellar night. So Steven working the high line, looked a little bit tight, had the lift there it looked like, but
Got on those
rebounded just the same. So
rumbly stumblies there going in.
yeah. Like you made note of there, they bounce around some, and I can tell you when you're in the car, it's been a while, but there's Adam there. He'd went around, said he thought he had some battery trouble there, just not holding the charge like it should. So that was on his list this week also. But
Just racing
the bouncing
mod.
around. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
kind of
no.
what that's kind of was the discussion today. So
This weekend.
in Minot.
All the time in mine, just a mod then?
Well, I think in the immediate future here anyway. I read into the stock car was going to Williston on Saturday.
I haven't talked to him.
So
I just heard Mod was going to be high on the.
high on the list. He wants to get that going, and he knows that's going to take some seats. So
Look at that race suit. I made a comment during the broadcast. Look at that race suit.
Yeah.
It helps to be a little bit skinnier than us to look good in a race suit.
Well,
I got a
yeah,
nice suit, but it
changes
just don't
everything
fit,
when you
yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
Come on, we're friends.
You made Facebook.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, well, gosh. Apparently all the ink ain't in all the right places. So.
You missed it, didn't you?
Yeah, I
Up
must
in
have.
Estevan, I
Yeah.
posted a picture of Adam and Jordan
We were
up against
standing
the
together
fence
at the
doing the national anthem. They're
National
standing up at
anthem
the
and-
fence. On the back of Adam's jacket, it said Darn TV, Dynamic Auto Solutions.
Yeah.
And I put a picture of it on Facebook. It said, Adam does a good job repping his sponsors. Jordan, we need to get you a new jacket.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I got flames. Flames from the past.
Yeah.
So, oh dang. I give you a laugh at least. So
Yeah, it was good.
working on it, I think. Again, a great track. I love it when there's no dust. As a boardroom guy, hot dogs taste better with dirt not on them, and beer is better when you ain't
There's
drinking
just
dirt with
some.
it. So I'm sticking to it. So
I really thought Dalton was going to get him here.
I did too.
Because he was kind of he was running such a different line in 3 and 4.
Momentous, and hot sauce down there paying attention too.
Yeah.
So
See, I think 3 and 4 was completely different than 1 and 2. So 3 and 4 slicked off in the middle. Had that
you had to
slick
go all
in
the
the
way to
middle.
the top.
So you had to go
Or
all
the
the way up,
bottom.
and he could get a run down the front straightaway. But when you got down here, the middle to bottom was just too good. You see, they get the same drive out of the corner.
Yeah.
Momentum didn't carry as well.
Right.
It gave him his own lane. He didn't have to be as defensive as maybe he would otherwise be down
But, yeah,
with
like
them. But
right here. I mean,
look
jeez.
about ready for a crossover here.
Right.
uh,
Dalton's got to be feeling good
Yeah.
because he struggled a little bit in that mod last year, but what has he got? I think he's got 2 seconds and a third with it.
I was just going to go there. I was going to say I think he got nothing but top 3 stuff.
Right.
So when you're fishing in that water, you're gonna catch it. So yeah, that's a good.
And we all know if he takes the stock car out, he's going to be quick in that. So I mean, when you got 2 fast cars and feeling good, I mean that's got to be
some contact there. Did Biella get a flat tire out of that or not? Does he finish third?
I thought so.
I wasn't sure he finished. Steven
Maybe
went up
not.
the hill big time there. I thought Steven was on the verge of another flat tire, but no, Dalton.
He was
don't work in
running.
that modified program there. You were talking about a stock car there. Of course, in Williston, him and Joe were going at it hard till his power steering give him troubles.
Right.
And,
Right.
So, like you say, he never gets rusty on that stock car deal. So, sure look like the modified is giving him some reward here. Again, good on Chris. I mean,
Right. First
it's hard to
modified
lead.
win.
Yeah, and you made reference that with 20 laps to go, I mean, he fought off all challenges, and that's it's easy to say and hard to do without mirrors. So
I got some history from the Williston Basin Speedway this week. We were kind of talking about history of the track. There's no yearbooks to look back on.
No, but he
Over
raced
there?
over there in the stock car.
Yeah, he won a championship in the stock car.
I know, he claimed Wyatt too.
Oh, sorry to bring up such bad memories.
You don't forget those.
I was involved in that.
Yeah. It was a late night,
My apologies, man.
early morning.
That had to be a what? 03, 04, 05?
It would have been
04?
04.
4? Yeah.
I'm going to tell you here in a
20
second.
short years ago?
He claimed us in 04, I think.
2005, Chris
Five.
Tuchscher was the stock car champion in Williston.
Yeah.
Because in 05, I don't think we went back. I don't know if we did go there a little bit.
Wyatt Olson was 2002, 2003, 2004.
Yeah.
Oh, Bruce Rudland just said that he claimed Wyatt once too.
Yep.
Ah, I wasn't
So did
involved in that
Corey.
one.
When you win, you're going to get claimed. When
Yeah.
you're as good as Wyatt, you're going to get claimed.
Yeah.
I lost 3 of them, or as I say, only 3.
Yeah.
So, but Wyatt must have lost as many. So that's what it was back in those days, and we couldn't wait to do it. I mean, it's insane to think, but
I know it had to be 04 because we were still in the little trailer with the dually. And I don't think we were maybe just getting in the new shop.
in the blue dually.
Yeah. 7-3 headed back to Minot.
Florries know the road better than anybody, but there's a
Right.
few of us that are dang close. So
It wasn't even 4-lane then.
It wasn't.
Bruce goes, I didn't claim him because he had better motors than me. I claimed him because his pit guy pissed me off.
I don't.
There was
don't
reasons
know.
like back then, and they said, well, that shouldn't hold water, and,
Yeah.
and the cell was, it don't matter what the reason is.
Right.
Warm up the wrenches, boys.
Yeah.
That was the line. Warm up the wrenches.
Yeah.
We did. We warmed them up. We learned how to swear, and we were good at it.
I know Corey got us in Minot.
Oh, dang.
I was told to get in the pickup with Ole and go home, so
Yeah.
Going through, see what I missed for comments. No.
yeah, we got it. We got it twice in 04. It would have been
Twice, huh?
Tuchscher and then Corey,
And Corey, yeah.
and then
Bruce said he got his in Minot.
yeah, that would have been like 03, 02 somewhere, I think.
Like I say, you left with an empty engine bay, and
Yeah.
and you just smiled. Now what?
Minot was a little bit better because you had a week.
Yeah, you didn't
Williston-
race Monday, but
You had a night.
yeah,
Yeah, you had to be
Yeah.
come home, put the motor in, and go.
Put the motor in, still do the wash, do the checklist.
I remember when you guys got Chris's motor because we were pulling off the pan, seeing if it was ready to go again, type of deal.
It
and-
wasn't.
Was that a swap deal, or you?
No,
you claimed
I
it back.
don't. No,
No.
that was a swap deal. That actually was a swap because I was looking at the motor you got from him.
No, because then we had to bring out Eleanor. Coonan, remember?
Oh yeah, we had
We had to bring out the other car.
Yeah,
and then
double duty, and so-
then Coonan
Clean up on aisle 6.
Yeah, the cleanup car.
The cleanup car.
I really thought I was going to get to do it. No, you just stay in the trailer where you belong. Oh, okay.
We really should have more video highlights of those years.
We would have a 20-year-old TV
something.
show by now.
Look what happens. Chris Tuchser wins a feature, and we go back story time to the early 2000s on motor claims.
We beat him up with Dark Knights. Sorry, Chris. Again, congratulations on your modified win. I thought you did a nice job. So,
well, I might be 34, but been around a long time. I reminded him when he got on the board last year. Remember when he claimed Wyatt? Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah. How did you forget? I didn't.
I don't forget these things.
Oh, man. Yeah. Huh.
But so then he went
over.
over.
Trying to sell that program again. We're going to pull your motor out for $350. You have better luck with no-fault flagging.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
The sad part is, though, and people forget this, and it sometime it's going to be a reality check. The IMCA Sport Mods with the open motor game going the way it is, they are for sale for $500.
Right.
You show up to you have to remember, you show up to the races, you pay your pit pass, you enter the race, you finish top 5, your motor's for sale.
Right. That's IMCA.
IMCA's rules,
like
not
the
Nodak's
good old
rules.
days.
Right.
Like the good old days.
Well, back in those days, we talked like we actually had claiming up here. We had a little bit. Down there,
It was an every night deal.
there was 3 guys losing motors in the, whatever, mod, stock, or half the claim area was getting yanked.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they were making sure it's claim capital of IMCA, but it wasn't the capital, but it was in the running. Just to reflect on who's had the most motors claimed, I believe Bill Davis Sr.'s had the most motors claimed. He was sponsored by Summit Racing at the time. 103 got pulled out.
Wow.
I know John Logue pulled 69 because that's his car number. John Logue has pulled 69 motors to
Wayne
claims.
Larson is not far behind.
Yeah, Wayne's got to be in the hunt too.
Because he's I can't remember how it went, but he told me a story. Him, Adam, and Dane, all 3 got pulled one night or something stupid, or him and Adam got pulled. Dane didn't. Dane was kind of a wild man like me. I think he went after the other guys or something. I mean, listening to Wayne's stories, I mean, it was nothing to have. You needed 10 motors on the floor ready to go.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. It doesn't even sound right yet. I'm factual on Bill Davis Sr. It's 103.
Wow. That is.
Can you imagine plucking 103 out and going home empty? That was not a switcheroo.
No.
That was yeah. You see that bell housing? Yeah, I need something to go on that. Well, you ain't getting it here.
Right.
Go home and find one.
Brandon's been claimed once.
Yeah.
As
I say, I was only claimed 3 times. Of course, I broke half of mine just trying to be ready for it.
Well, when I started in the hobby, that's when all that shit was going down. And I cornered your dad, and I gave him a speech. You guys think about mine. Ain't going to be pretty.
Well, dang, you were out rousing up your fantasy league per se.
I didn't go talk to the boys because I thought Dad would have been the one that was behind it.
Late 80s
when I got mine taken, Dad wanted to take every motor down there,
and I told him leave mine alone.
Everybody did when they got took. Yeah.
I didn't. I had a Ryan Sebo. I was in a Sebo Motorsports car. It was the first year in his car. He was chirping behind me going, no. Just race your race, know your place, and race your race.
Yeah.
Win the championship. It'll mean more winning the championship than it will trying to claim other people
back.
Because
it got wild in that 09. What is 09, 10?
There was 4 of them taken in 09.
Yeah, because in Estevan, it was like, I'm like, man, this would be really something. I mean, 5 years ago, I remember pulling them with Wyatt. My rookie year, I don't want to be doing this.
I got mine taken in Minot. 2 weeks later, Brock got his taken in Estevan. And then coming back after fair break, I think there was somebody else that claimed, and then Brock claimed.
So why I was so paranoid, so I started the year out with that motor I had wore out, and I was struggling. We yanked it. I took 5 weeks off. That went and got redone. So right after fair break, I had a fresh motor, at that time, I think it was like $3,000 to get it freshened. I was paranoid because then all this claiming bullshit started. I'm like, I don't want this.
That's how I've become what I'm doing now. Is it was through necessity.
Yeah.
Building your own stuff or whatever, and
here
some equipment to
in 2009,
alleviate some waiting time.
I was fresh oil field money.
Right.
So I felt like I was on top of the world. I took my fresh oil field money down to Dick Schultz, and I said, I want the best hobby stock motor I can get. And I laid, at that time, $4,500 on the table. And he goes, okay, give me 6 weeks. And this was in the wintertime. So I got it back, and no shit, Brock ran my car opening night, and he goes, I need one of them. So we go lay $45 more on the table for Brock, and they both got taken within 2 weeks of one another. $9,000.
Because somebody seen your pickup coming back from Harvey. That's all it took back then.
That's all it took.
You kept the hood on your car.
You needed a topper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You changed valve covers because you didn't want anybody to know who was building your stuff.
Yep.
You're exactly right. I still use stock valve covers to this day, and they're like, why do you use those ugly valve covers? I said, it's the way I grew up.
Right.
It's the way I grew up. It's just
you got a motor built in Iowa.
Yeah.
It came home with that person's logo on
Carl
the valve
Chevrolet on it. Those got to go.
JR Motorsports.
JR Motorsports. Yeah, right.
Peel that off,
Yeah.
Smallsy.
Yeah.
I
Find some
got
different
it.
valve covers.
You're right. Go out to the wrecking yard and get something. Okay.
Well, should we
A little
go to
sidetracked.
Should we go to Fear the Rear making moves? Who made moves this weekend? Estevan Motor Speedway with their presentation.
Yeah,
of the whole thing.
I like that there.
That was kind of the road I was going. I was going to say racetracks.
Yeah, both racetracks. Both
Yeah.
race, all the racetracks.
Racetrack conditions were awesome. There are a bunch of things to play on. I like the Alicia Mann deal.
Yep.
The 50-50 deal was going crazy. The energy was there. Opening night was real. If I'm going to pick a driver out of that night, I like the Cody Shope show. I really do.
He made
those
some
guys
moves.
that he passed are real. They are tough. And they're all going to win a lot of features this year, and he plucked them off one at a time, if you will, and found victory circle. And his whole family had a good night.
I'm going with Chris Tuchscher.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
So damn hard to win in a mod.
It is.
So hard. It don't matter what you got going on. It's
and as hard to lead the last 20 laps as anything. So
I'm going
good
with
on
Chris.
that.
Chris
I like
Tuchscher.
that too.
Fear the Rear, just to give everybody an update, go to YouTube, search Fear the Rear Racing, and you'll get to see an inside look at the Gabe DeShaw race team. And they take videos in the pits, they take videos in the shop, and you get to watch the behind the scenes of getting cars ready, getting them put out on the track, stuff like that. So if you're wondering where Fear the Rear comes from,
yeah.
And I'm gonna do
we
two.
kind of call it making moves. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna go with the DeShaws in the championship run right now.
Yeah.
We're 3 nights in, and they have one car leading and the other car tied.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do.
And finding victory circle every night with one or the other.
Right. So that's making moves.
Yeah.
If they can pull
I
off.
smelled this last year. It was easy, but you know what I mean. It was easy, but
if they can put 2 in championship, that's a movement.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. One as a champ. It's hard to maintain 2 cars.
Yeah.
They're doing it.
They're doing it, yeah. But
Big weekend, though. 2 points nights back to back. Big weekend.
yeah.
Huge.
And then you got to manage yourself.
Then you're halfway there.
I was going to say that. That was going to kind of be my just is that we were talking about rain and snow mix in the forecast tomorrow. And at the end of Monday night, we are half done with the Nodak point season.
Crazy.
Now people are going to say, well, why is it getting over so early? No. Last year, we only got 7 nights in across the 4 months.
Right.
So forecast looks like it's good. So Sunday, Monday is going to happen. So we are going to have 5 nights in with a whole month to go. So I'm predicting we're going to get probably 8 or 9 nights in for sure.
Right.
So we're actually going to get more nights in this year than we did last year. We got 7 points nights in last year.
Just in a shorter period of time.
Yeah, just condensed, but nonetheless, everybody's paying attention.
Right.
Again,
It's like the NFL schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Week by week, 16 weeks.
Yeah, we're going to be at the halfway mark, and to me the excitement's delivering. The number of cars still in the hunt is huge.
Right.
So
No,
that was the sell. I mean, you reflected, or the conversation reflected that less than 5 are racing every class. I mean, that's not points chasing championships of yesteryear.
Right.
So if we make it into 2 months and we get a dozen plus in each class, moves were made.
Like I'd say if you're 15, 20 out, you're not out of this deal.
No.
You could be right back in it by the end of this weekend with the
You
car
were
count
sharing
we're
that
getting.
Pfeiffer was 10 ahead. That doesn't mean much yet.
That
It'll be a nice number on championship night, but
right on
one
championship
DNF
night.
and you're 10 behind.
Right.
Just that fast. So
It's a tight deal. And
So-
there's money to be won at this deal.
racing for money, prestige is always important,
Right.
and
Get your name in the yearbook.
yeah. On the ceiling under and down in the concessions. So.
We need to put them up.
Oh, they're not up. I didn't notice they were down.
No, they're up. We've
They're
missed
up.
a couple years.
Oh,
Right.
well,
They're not. The most recent years aren't up.
Katie's working on her Hall of Fame. You can get out the ladder and
Yeah.
scoot around, working on it.
We should probably get that done.
So.
After fair. Don't put them up now because you got
No.
to take them down
Yeah,
for the
take 'em
fair.
down,
So let's
so.
just put them up after fair.
Yeah.
Then you got to.
Then you leave them up till next year.
Right.
Yeah,
Till next year's fair.
Right.
yeah, it goes fast.
Upcoming schedule, Texas Red. Here we go. Now they can hear us.
Okay.
Whoa,
So-
I screwed up again.
Oh, see, you almost started us off again. We're gonna get it twice.
There.
Okay, so Jeff and Justin, as promised last week, I got 5 corn varieties, and I've plotted them all into my garden. I got 2 rows of each one, and planted. Wanted to get ahead of this rain, so kind of finished her up. But I was doing a little irrigating with my hose. I kind of got some irrigation set up. I'm afraid I washed all my seeds to the east. I'm afraid some of them came up. So I'm not sure what I got cooking at the moment, but at any rate, my 5 plots of corn are planted.
And the
6 foot
fence is high.
6-foot fence. I got some peas and carrots and stuff going on too, pumpkins and cantaloupe and watermelon.
Are you
but
checking grain prices? Or are they in the
No,
red
no.
arrows too, or
no,
what?
but I've got 85-day corn. I've got 60 down to 63-day corn. So, yeah, I'm going to be a farmer before I'm done. So, and I got it marked on my poles of what I got, 85-day.
And you know what the green arrows and the red arrows mean in farming too, right?
Well, I'm
they're-
going to assume.
Yeah,
So,
they're kind of like the red and green arrows in racing.
so where I think I'm at now on this whole thing, yeah.
Jeff Bieber. Nice. I planted my sweet corn on Saturday. My seeds are still in the ground, though.
Well, see, I'm scared I washed them down. I have a little bit of grade, so I put potting soil on top of them all. I'm like, yeah, these things are fertilized, looking good. And then I noticed my potting soil was kind of going down to the east. I'm like, hope the seeds are. Oh, another thing I want to point out, being he's listening, so it's called Texas Red.
Yep.
I'll be goddamned. The corn seeds are red. They are red. All 5 varieties.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like dyed red. They look, they're like grapefruit colored on the inside of a grapefruit. They're cool. So they're easy to find in the dirt. Is my point. So
I got to give up racing, take up farming
yeah,
with Jorn.
you got to get a garden. So see.
Yeah.
So okay. So they just planted on Saturday. So we're close here. So, but yeah, it's coming along. Yeah. Thank you guys for helping us out on this show. Jesus, I should produce this thing. What buttons are you pushing?
Is this about racing or farming? We're gonna
It's a
have to
little
get
bit of both.
I was just sitting here thinking as we were
There's
talking,
a
as
little
he
bit
was
of both.
talking about it, going,
Yeah.
when I was a kid riding around with Jorn in the big green truck, when you were a kid watching Jorn and seeing him put motors together,
We were
did you
planting gardens.
Did you ever think of a day he would?
Never.
Oh Jesus!
I mean-
yeah. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Apparently, it's not easy. So.
Yeah, because you can't even keep the seed in the ground. It's
Well,
on the east end.
Yeah,
Should be
it
on
might
the west.
be. It
Yeah,
might be. I'm not
we-
sure.
We're gonna check things
Yeah,
out after
I'm
the
gonna-
rain passes, right?
So so seating is now knee high at the 4th of July is kind of the song. So that's where I'm at. But if I got a few coming up and my west side's missing, I'm gonna have to get out my 85 day and touch them up a little bit. They'll be late, but they'll be good. So, yeah. Thank you guys. I'm on it. Pictures to follow. So.
And we will will post pictures on here for everybody to see.
I'm bringing them. Bringing them.
Garden update.
Yeah. I'm taking this serious. Yeah. I might not know what lane I'm in on the race car, but I know where I'm at on 85 day corn.
Right.
So yeah. I got the poles marked and it's almost organized. It'd be fun.
Jeff Bieber, my sponsorship might have to switch to Jorn's Farms instead of Random
Yeah.
Dirt.
Well, hey,
There we go.
I don't want to ruin a good thing here, but I'm just saying. I mean, yeah. And again, the seeds are red. It's cool stuff here. Yeah, I'm telling you. If I'm going to bring you guys over, so you guys can amp up your enthusiasm here.
When is the live show from Jordan's garden?
Yeah.
Well, you should spray for mosquitoes because those damn things are out too. But it should chase away the deer at least till morning. So, yeah, right. Yeah, Jordan's
And behind us over here is the corn in the west that's supposed to be in the east.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, now notice that's a 6-foot fence. Notice they're about 4 feet above it. These are the big boys here. So, yeah.
This is what you would say is the stacker of corn.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's going to be fun.
Upcoming schedule. Obviously tonight.
Upcoming schedule. We lost Underwood tonight.
Yep.
But we're not going to lose the day. We're not going to lose a day on this. We're just going to move it 1
Next
week
Thursday.
ahead. Everything's sanctioned as it was going to be tonight.
I'm assuming
80-degree day.
Mandan's supposed to be tomorrow.
Mandan's supposed to be tomorrow.
Yeah, they haven't done anything yet, but boy, the weatherman is not thinking well for them. So,
Which you said it's not raining down there because they're having state track,
Tina
right?
girls are down there, and I was getting some feedback there. So track is happening. So maybe, and the future cast just looked all kinds of green and yellow overnight. But
Saturday Williston,
Dickinson, Jamestown. What's left?
That must be
Botno.
Yeah, Botno. Right.
Too,
So back to U Sport Compact, guys. Pay attention on this Botno deal because
because now this is the game changer.
Yeah, now Botno's. So you guys that show up in Botno on Saturday with your compacts, that's going to set the stage on who's going to get the money. So or the potential of
getting the money.
Yeah,
right.
You're going to have to be in Botno. They might have 5 shows, but I wouldn't. I'd want to be at this one. I'd want to be at all of them. So to get that money. So. Yes, and then Smallsy, as you're sharing, it's going to be back to a doubleheader, memorial doubleheader at Nodak.
All 5 classes, both nights.
So
party in the pits.
Yeah, band and all.
We got meat
Music.
donated. Yeah, a DJ coming.
DJ. Okay, yeah.
I'm cooking.
Brandon's cooking. He bought some stuff today.
That's always worked for me in the
Did you like
past.
that?
Yep. So we're gonna cook.
We're gonna have hamburgers.
Yep.
We're gonna have steak sandwiches.
I put 620s in,
and I think
so I don't want to blow it up, so we can
hot
enjoy
dogs?
the party.
I think there's hot dogs
Leave
coming
everything
too.
on. Got dogs too. Nice.
My big grill.
Yeah,
that I cooked at the banquet with.
Oh yeah.
Bring in the big grill.
I'm assuming the food.
That's a party grill.
The food won't be done right after the races.
Well, no, I got
We'll all be working.
Yeah.
So
11:30 midnight.
When we get done with
10. Well,
what time do you think the races are?
10:30. 10:30. Because that's when they should get over. It's Memorial Weekend.
Last weekend the races were done in 2 hours and 34 minutes.
Right. The day I can't make the heat. Holy cow! The world's fastest night. I'm stepping outside. I'm listening. I'm like, okay, those are mod heats. Okay, I'll have about 15 minutes here. No. Jesus, I damn near missed the thing, and the guys had it unloaded.
He hasn't brought the world of Darn TV into anything.
No. I'm as innocent as they get here. I'm just happily playing in my garden, planting corn here, and you guys are technoing the world on me here.
I'm on the stage, and the first sport mod heat gets over. I look at my phone. It's just 6 o'clock now. I look at Bruce. I don't think Jordan's going to make the feature.
I'm glad you were thinking about me in all the wrong ways.
Right.
Holy cow, guys. man, you were done at 8:42. I mean, it's 7:15. The crowd's pretty thinned out at our graduation open house. I'm like, yeah, now's a good time. Had Macy run me down, so I'm walking in there. I see Pfeiffer coming off. I'm like, okay, yeah, last mod heat. Holy cow! It was all I could do to get dressed and make I forgot the compacts weren't there, so I missed that extra little 10-minute thing. So yeah, nobody died, but it was close. Me. So.
The Canadians are planning.
Oh no!
Here
they coming down for the double. See, it was
I
their memorial.
I just got a text.
Oh, what is
this?
that?
This is a purple corn seed.
See,
Where did purple come from?
I
now?
don't even know.
The Botno area.
The Botno area, huh? Well,
now
so
I need a garden.
Jeff and Justin. Well, yeah.
I'll have the purple seed.
Texas red ain't just a name; it's a color.
Right.
So
what is this, Barney
the
corn?
seeds are red.
here?
Wow, purple. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm a one-man woman, so I'm just staying with Texas red. You guys will have to plant the purple stuff. So. Oh, dang. Yeah. Hey, for the record, when you might need a little extra time, I'm going to make sure I burn up all your mulligans and get done at 8:30.
Yeah.
Hey, Jordan, I got a flat tire. We're 15 minutes late. Sorry about it. You missed a feature. Have you ran it yet? Nope, but I'm going to now.
We didn't even run the heat. We're going straight to the feature.
Features first, heat second.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to do. Oh, God. Hey, let's keep a running tally on this. You got done at 8:42 that night. I just want to see if there's such a thing as an earlier done date here. My God.
Don't try me.
Oh, God.
Whoa. Wow.
I mean,
yeah. No.
I also started watering in between heat races when the heat wasn't even over yet. You still got one car coming.
Yeah.
He better move.
Somebody
Because I'm
better.
out here.
Yeah, you talked about that last
Yeah.
week, and you just about got one.
You're right.
Oh.
I must have scared him.
Message to everybody listening. Watch out for the water truck.
Even when you're racing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't say it can't happen. It might. It has.
You
so.
just never know.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
So back to the cookout.
Party in the pits.
Sunday night after the races.
Mm-hmm.
Burgers, steak,
DJ.
hot dogs.
We're having a good time.
Where's the DJ stage now? Has that
Have we
come
figured it
in?
out yet?
Yeah.
Well, we were down there yesterday, and I was kind of thinking, like, I want them. So where the food shack is, I was thinking about like putting him at an angle because he has to like set up during the races. So
so he's ready.
I kind of wanted him down the middle, but we can't do that because we'll have somebody pile into the gooseneck.
Yeah, somebody's got to back out.
Right.
If I have a broken motor, it'll be me. But if I don't, it's staying. If it doesn't need to come home, it ain't. So.
Right.
But I thought about that a little bit.
So I was thinking like kind of put him at an angle so he's facing the pits.
Kind of north and south to the concession trailer?
Yeah. Kind of at an angle. So there, and then I was going to put your grill somewhere over in there.
Yeah, wherever.
So the people can get their food, and then
my grill is so mobile it'll be hooked to my pickup.
Yeah. Right.
So after the races, I just drive up in there.
Right. Then
hook up and bring it home.
I can have it warmed up and cooking in 15 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah. Boy. Yeah, like the good old days. When
Right.
Mike Spalding would get up and say, how did all these beer cans get all around my trailer?
Yeah. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah.
But put them in your garbage this time.
Yeah. Do pick up after yourself.
Right. Because we're
appreciate
we're
it
trying
at
to have
all the
fun,
tracks.
So
Yeah. Be a little responsible.
Cole
Not a lot.
Hanshew, pick up your beer cans.
Yeah.
But
Pick up your
Cole,
mess.
it might get a little cold, so bring your fire pit up to
Yeah.
where we're dancing and hanging out.
Hey,
Cole,
that's a good idea.
Maybe just bring your trailer and park it in the middle by the DJ.
That's a good idea.
We will.
I'm sure your car will be wadded in a ball, but you'll worry about that right around noon the next day. Oh,
Well, no,
man.
we're gonna make him straighten it at about 1 a.m. so we can all watch.
So we can watch?
Yeah, well, we got some music going and
Dirt Weekly Live. Random
Right.
dirt, random time, random
Yeah,
place.
let's have the darn TV cameras on that.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, bouncing way back to last week. You were going to do the walk of shame down to Isaac's and get unblocked.
Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
Did that happen?
No, I didn't.
Forgot all about it.
Well, then it still can.
Now we got
It still
time.
can.
We might just do
Yeah.
it while we're cooking and listening to music.
Oh, I thought to
And I'll-
myself, God, I missed the walk of shame. God dang it,
Yeah.
I missed the heat race. So,
Right.
but I haven't missed that yet.
You haven't
it's
missed
still
it.
coming.
Still coming.
You
yeah.
ready, hot sauce?
Yeah. Did he have anything on Facebook this week that I missed? Can you guys check? Because I can't yet.
You're still on the outside looking
Right,
in.
yeah.
I don't think so. Well, no, actually, he posted his results and he said no Facebook drama this week.
Yes,
Well,
that's
so
all
he's
he put.
listening.
That's how he listed it, right, Brandon? Did you
Yep,
catch
that's
that?
how.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I seen
So,
too.
So he does listen to me a little bit.
well, he had nothing for this weekend.
Yeah.
What did he get? 4th or 5th? So he
Yeah.
had a nice
Oh, he
night.
had plenty for this weekend.
Yeah, because Sunday night, my phone, we were having conversations.
Oh, man.
Maybe blocked on Facebook, but not blocked on the
No,
phone.
no, Snapchat, we're good. We're buddies.
Oh.
Actually, I think he's in the top 6 or whatever, how that works. you know?
Top 6
God.
of the people you Snapchat.
I'm telling you, Brandon, you got to get this on film. I want to see Smalls go down and him
like-
and Isaac figure out
He's
how to get
running
unblocked.
8th. He's running 8th right now.
Running 8th?
Yeah, Lautenschlager's on the inside of him in 7th. So right.
God.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But Facebook world,
If you're just joining us, nothing makes sense. But if you haven't left us, everything makes sense. So.
Yeah. if you're just tuning in from Iowa, move to
Yeah.
North Dakota.
Yeah.
You'll love it here.
Jerry, if you're jumping in, I know it sounds like we're half in the bag. And we ain't had nothing, but it makes sense if you were
Right.
with us at the top. I think. Again,
With
I
us
promised
last
I
week.
wouldn't act
I
my
mean-
age, and I'm not. So not even close.
This all started
Oh,
because we were
man.
supposed to be talking about a schedule.
You're right. The upcoming schedule.
And
Wow.
how did you make it through school? They said
Yeah.
I could never
With
stay
honors.
focused.
With honors. I'm
You
sticking
did
to it.
that?
I did. Yes.
I
with
kind of
honors.
want. I want to go back. I got to try
Oh,
again.
man.
If you did it, I should have been able to. You can't stay
Well.
focused.
Well, that's too many birthdays. That's a different deal. That's a different deal. So,
Too many birthdays.
squirrel. So-
Yeah. So DJ, party in the pits,
Okay,
We're-
DJ.
we're-
What kind of music? What kind of music?
whatever you want.
My kind of music?
Yeah. Oh, that's
my
what.
kind of music.
Well,
Can we pedal back that far? A little Conway.
yeah.
I
think
guarantee
so.
that if you went up and
Yeah.
requested some of your music, he'd sprinkle it in.
Yeah.
Who is the DJ? Do I know?
Todd Kubis. I work with
Oh,
him.
I know Todd well.
Yeah, yeah. See, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
TK rocks.
Yep.
Yes.
You didn't have time while you were getting past to look at the billboard on the front straightaway?
I must not have.
Well, look, next time you're
well,
coming out of
next
fourth,
time you're
just
throwing
check
anchor.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah. They're fast on top. Let me move down to the left lane here.
I
While
gotta
I'm
check.
here, I'll check out the billboards. Am I in the top 10 yet? Well, of course you're not. You're not paying attention. TK Rocks is back. That's good to see.
I'm just going to get a spot in the pits now. I know that guy. He's
Yeah.
the DJ tonight.
Okay. I know Todd well. So, do you guys remember TK Rocks? He had a band.
I don't.
That's before I'm
Oh,
the same
my
age
God.
as his kid.
See, Todd and Troy,
Yeah.
they lived in Dickinson. They moved up to Minot, and when they came up, they were in grade school or whatever, or high school or whatever we were, and
That's before me.
yeah. At any rate, Todd had a band, TK Rocks.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It was a good time. Oh yeah.
Oh, he likes to have a good time. He
Yeah.
loves his music.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
You're ready.
I'm half
See?
in control and don't even know it.
Yeah.
So
I'm telling you, if Jordan's this happy
Yeah.
for this is going to be a good deal.
Again, I put in 620s. Only because they didn't have 600s. And Adam's got 614s, so 20s it is. But, yeah.
And the
Smalls,
food-
you're building a high-line racetrack here, and
Yep.
I got to get some MPH going.
Yep.
So
The food is free
The food is
food
free
is free. Wow.
until it
In
runs
this day
out.
and age, that's something.
until it runs out.
Oh yeah. So Hovde's donating meat. Bo's donating
Bo to
meat.
Shaw.
Yep. Nodak's throwing in money for hot dogs.
There was somebody
chips.
else that donated some meat too.
Cole Hanshoe.
Cole Hanshoe donated some meat.
Cool. Wow.
I mean,
Party time.
yeah, we want to have a good time.
And TK Rocks is putting on the DJ.
Yeah.
You guys don't even know what I'm talking about, and I
Right.
do. I
Well-
do. TK Rocks. Todd Kubis Rocks.
All right. Right?
That's what it meant.
Yeah.
So, good times. Wow.
Should
Matt
be a good
or
weekend.
Jenny picked up the meat today from Hovde, thawing it out as we
From
speak.
Terry? Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You might need a little help on the grill, right?
I'm if we're cooking this much and people want to eat,
You
I'm going to
some-
need some help on
We
the
got
grill.
buns.
So-
Buns are all lined up. Everybody's good?
Buns, you guys are going to help me carry some of the buns in from my
Yeah.
pick. I have 200 buns out in my pickup.
So we got to work after our work?
You don't have to,
Man.
but I don't pay you guys anything to do this.
It shows.
Just for proof. Just for proof, I'm still buying dinner. I still have the $100
You still have
bill.
the 100.
Oh,
Nice.
boy.
I'll still buy
Yeah.
dinner.
Well, yeah.
That's one.
Well,
Well, we could meet for lunch tomorrow.
we could. Twice.
When you say we, am I included?
Well, just leave the 100 here. I forgot you got to work. We don't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, it's Friday tomorrow for you.
Yeah, it's Friday,
Yeah.
and you got rain day. I already called you off.
Yeah. Well, like you, Friday's open. I tell you what's going to get weird, though, is next week is that Monday's on Tuesday. That's a bad deal because, we in Underwood are racing on Thursday, so that gives me a 2-day, 3-day week. Yeah. BP and H got to cut a hole in the street and do a whole bunch of magic in 2 days instead of the normal 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And then Enduro on Saturday, tougher than dirt on Tuesday.
Yeah, you think you were busy.
Yeah, TK rocks.
You might need him playing in the green machine.
I might need him at work, keeping me going. Yeah. Let's get a little poison going.
Okay.
We will.
Okay,
What do we got left?
fantasy.
Jed remembers TK rocks. Come on,
Oh,
Jed,
yeah.
pipe in.
He must not be on right now. He hasn't chimed in. I think our only viewer chiming in right now is my beautiful wife,
Oh.
Terry, because
Yeah.
she just said Terry said he would help,
Oh.
and then she was just reminding me that I have supper plans tomorrow night with her family, so I can't take you guys out tomorrow night.
Well, yeah. See, now it's Tina's birthday tomorrow, so although she's at track and then she's going to do steak night, so I might have to go out and do a steak night without you.
Oh, we're doing hacienda.
Well, you're halfway there. Well, not halfway, but you're going the right
Maybe
direction.
I should tell Taylor we should do the run. Hacienda.
Steak
Den.
night.
Yeah. Ruthville, back home.
Ooh, the triangle.
Yeah.
Well, it's been done before.
But yeah, we
Everybody
do
found
it
their way
in
home.
Yeah, we do it in the winter
Yeah.
a couple times. It's fun.
It is.
Okay,
Fantasy.
hot sauce fantasy.
So I thought I was in trouble before we get going because I'm down a couple of key players here. Robbie,
you
Robbie
found-
chases
yeah.
off to Iowa.
You finally got on our level.
Well, yeah. See, I like a mother hen. I've been fluffing all my little chickens in.
And one got away on you.
Trevor showed up. Well, imagine it, Robbie. I mean, duh.
Robbie hen got
Holy
away.
cow, my little Robbie chicken gets away. I got everybody all mother henned in here, and then Robbie gets away. And well, then Adam has a human moment. And the stock car ain't looking good, so he's going to play modified games. I'm like, fuck. Whoa. I'm down 2 here. I'm like, God dang, the Sharks are going to get me here. So, but yeah, let's
You made
do
it just fine because I think I was down 3 this week. You were
I
only down
can't
1.
take it. He goes from farming to racing.
Raising
got
chickens.
a ranch and a
Yeah.
What do you got going on over there?
Absolutely nothing. So
and Robbie is hen.
yeah, and Robbie gets away. So and Adam's Adam's having a human moment.
Let's just go to the results here.
Yeah,
Before
Yeah,
a
let's
tiger
look.
gets me.
yeah. Well, I'm going to sick one on you if I can get one going. So
Jordan's about 100 points ahead,
yeah.
roughly.
Yeah.
105.
Last week, I was
Nice.
like 150 or 160.
You made it. You
I
made
was
up
thinking
a good
this thing
30
was going to
points.
be down around a 20 deal. So
Yeah.
so
I need my Aaron Turnbull to come back.
yeah.
My other 2 mods did really good. Keep it up, Turtle Lake boys.
Aaron kept up his end of the deal. You said
Yep.
you're going up there. He come down here. So
Yep. So
that deal was made.
we got to keep an even
Trevor was
trade
back
on
with me, and I didn't get a chance to catch up with him and say thank you. But
Aaron, remember,
Hopefully I
the
can
kids
this weekend.
eat free at Ground Round or pound. What is it? Penny per pound. That's
At the
Penny
ground
per pound
round.
at the ground round.
that's what
Yeah.
got him here last weekend too. So,
well,
so
I was wondering
that's-
where you're going, but yeah,
yeah.
good sell. Good
Yep.
sell. So
I got to get my chickens roped in here.
Got to get your little right. You got to keep them all paying attention,
Right.
pointing the right way.
I'm not doing a very good job. Jason Berg, you need to come back. I need to rein my chicken in.
Yeah.
Max Beater, I've already got his his future is pretty well
that chicken
debunked.
Yeah, that chicken.
He's on the other side of tougher than dirt. We're three-quarter into this race
my
to the
sport
end.
mods really showed up. Darren had a little bit of an off night, but Hanshu, he kept the frame rails in the right direction.
Impressive.
Jesus.
That's probably my Robbie chicken.
Yeah. Well, I think he'll be at the track, but I mean, the fact that he can get that thing going again
Right.
after his skirmishes is impressive. So, yeah.
Then my hobby, Caden Appelt.
Back.
Yeah, Caden's back. That's
Scott
a tough deal.
and Tyson, they hold their own, so.
Yeah. Well, I'll have the Knobster back, so I'll be good there, and I think Adam's back in the stock car. I think so.
Yeah, that'd be a bad deal if he just does the mod. Holy.
Not sure. Yeah. Well, we'll just keep watching these points, and I'll play the cards accordingly. So, Adam, you get back in the 30A there with the front fenders on it.
Just park the mod.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, the magic to this is that we were all equally unprepared for our
We
teams.
were.
And that's what's kept it somewhat.
You got a big game changer. If Travis Hagen starts to show up, that could wreck us.
Yeah, right. We need to keep Max out for a while longer, just to keep the leak down right.
Right.
Oh shoot! So
this is a big. Is Travis coming?
I don't have the answer.
I got nothing either.
I've been working on him a little bit.
So
maybe you got to try a different chicken food.
I would think that double headers are going to be somewhat attractive. So
I know there was talk about him Friday night. They had some appointments with the boys in Bismarck on Friday, so they were talking maybe Mandan Friday, but maybe not the Dark Horse Racing, maybe Miss Dark Horse Racing.
Yeah, Tenzi.
Tenzi. They were discussing that. I know he'll be in Williston.
You shared that with me too,
right. So
excited for that.
The Minot thing, he was kind of up in the air. And I was like, "You're on my fantasy team."
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, he knows what it is. He just laughed when I said that. He just laughed. He goes,
"Everybody knows what it is now."
Right.
So again,
and if your name's on here, show up because it's stressful when you don't.
I mean,
the reward is high.
The winner gets what was the winner getting again?
A Burger King hat flipped inside out.
Yeah, but then your Jed had like a big boy
Jed's got
thing.
a big boy bobblehead. He was trying to send that home with me. I'm like, it's not time.
Right.
It's got to get some. It's got to get some ink first.
Yeah.
It's got to get some. It's got to get some camera time. So, all right. He must be gone because he should be chirping in with something.
We got viewers.
We've been slowly dwindling down. When we got when we got rid of the race talk, we went down. So
okay.
Better. Well, what's the marathon? How many hours?
We're at 2 hours and 18 minutes right now.
So we got to wind her down. We got
God.
12 minutes.
Kind of like Sunday night. It's a quickie.
Yeah. Yeah. Pay attention.
Yeah. I'm not so good at quickies. So, like I say, I damn near missed the feature. And I was the first truck in the pits.
Right.
It wasn't even 11 o'clock yet. I'm looking around. I'm like, are they
weird.
racing?
Yeah.
I hope so because I'm parking. So
then you almost missed the race.
Yeah. First one there and about missed the whole night. Holy cow. There's no hope.
Oh, God.
Well, we'll hopefully see everybody at a racetrack this weekend.
Yeah.
Well, I got asked about my Pokemon book.
Who asked you about it?
The kids.
Yeah.
What do you got? All your IMCA licenses in there too?
Yeah. See,
that's impressive. I don't
Right.
have any of them.
Yeah. See, this is my Pokemon book.
Yeah.
I told Jordan he made the front page. He's right first.
Yeah.
Can't
Back in
see.
Dakota and Wissota Mod days.
We're gonna have to scan them
Yum.
in or something.
Yeah, this is a winter project, but I just wanted to.
Well, I'm glad you brought it because it was a winter talk, and here we are, end of May.
Well, it's kind of like winter.
We're getting ready for
tomorrow.
October.
Chris Yost said he's still listening.
Oh, that's good.
See?
Bring Bring all the compacts.
Yeah.
They can race doubleheader.
Is Chris going to be the first double-up feature winner?
Yeah, we still haven't had one of those.
Yeah,
huh?
I haven't had one of those yet. So.
Yeah, Gabe.
But not in the compacts
Not
yet,
in the
so.
compact.
Right.
But Gabe's the only one that's
Yeah.
won 2 features so far.
Two sporties, huh? Yeah, and they got stock car deal too. So, yeah, you've been in Victory Circle every week. So, yeah. Again, halfway done. The end of Monday night.
So you'll be in Williston.
I'm going to Williston. Yeah,
You'll be in Williston.
I'll be Williston. Minot. Boyce's Plumbing, Underwood. That's how I got to Thursday.
Got to get a bedazzled Burger King crown for your fantasy winner. Bedazzled.
Bedazzled. That means
That's
dolled
your
up.
buddy Jared Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got time to do it.
Random comments on random dirt on random Facebook.
Yeah.
By random
we figured
people.
inside
By
out
random
it'd be
people.
white, and we were going to, like, paint it up or something like that. So.
Well,
It'll be big, I know that.
I'll be Williston. Minot.
Are you camera and announcing?
I am announcing in Williston Jenny on camera.
Jenny on camera, okay.
Minot, I believe Jenny on camera both nights. I'll be down in Victory Lane.
Your Victory Lane and mine. Okay.
Back to normal.
Back to normal.
And Nick's on the
Nick's
call.
on the call with Riley.
With Riley, okay.
Yep. I might go up since I don't have max racing. I might put a third headset on and just go hang out with them boys because the flow between the three of us on Sunday, for those that listened, I thought was really good. And that's just me talking, but I don't. I thought we had a good flow going. Have you went back and watched any of the
I was
races?
just going to say, I do a bad job of going back. It's
Yeah, they don't play them on 910, huh?
Well, right. It would just have to just come on by itself in the background, and then I could listen at least, but... I'm telling you, I thought Tight Fitting Jeans had gotten bumped from the reel, but no.
Is it back?
No,
Somebody
I've
heard
it.
our show?
I've heard it twice in a week, so it's still baby's got her blue jeans on to get about every day, but Tight Fitting Jeans was slipping. Speaking of, I haven't heard either one of you guys compliment me on the back bumper. Tight Fitting Jeans.
I didn't even see it.
Well, if you
We're
were
not
in last,
behind-
if
we're
you
not
were in last
behind you.
place, you'd see it, because then I would be in second to last place. So.
I'm gonna have to get the Conway stock car out there just to follow you around and see what the bumper says. Man, I'll just come out there with the water truck.
Yeah. Just run over me because
That's what it
you're
feels
kind of
like.
aiming for it anyway. So yeah.
So if you guys want an insight into the post show when we sit here after the show's done, you are in the middle of it right now.
Yeah.
Just like when I was walking out the
pretty
door.
close.
You won't be home until midnight.
Yeah.
What do you mean? The show got over at 9?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we sit there. And
The meeting after the meeting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Cecil
boy.
Hooker. What happened to Max? He got in a fender bender
Yeah,
last
I got
week.
tangled up, and
2 weeks ago and boogered up the front horns and all that kind of jazz. And
I think we should let Henshu fix it. About a 15-minute job.
I was going to say, he watched Hanshu drive, got the same results,
Yeah.
but doesn't have the
And
drive.
doesn't have the knack for the repair yet.
yeah, he's still young yet. He hasn't learned that part of it yet.
Learn how to get drunk.
No, it's
That's a good thing. So.
we're going to relieve a lot of stress on Dad getting ready for the Tougher Than Dirt Tour and just hold that car back for a couple weeks.
And
But,
we're not,
but a great question, Cecil.
Right.
Yeah.
we're not being mean to Hanshu.
No.
I got to figure out where he gets the energy.
Yeah.
How does he do
Puts
it?
in a full day at Tough Trucks. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like he's just laying around waiting for the day to light up.
No.
He's got it lit up, so. Right.
And usually bring snacks every time I'm in there. It seems like
he's kind of in charge of lunch, so show up hungry.
Yeah.
So he might have the barbecue going on some days too. He's energy
all
in
over,
motion.
yeah.
He's got a lot of energy. He does. So, oh man, you're right. A little bit would go a long ways for the rest of us, but
okay,
Oh.
we'll wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see
For
you.
Jorn, for Justin,
someday next week.
I'm Brandon.
Maybe Friday after Underwood. Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see what next week brings.
Yeah.
We're on a short week because we got.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah,
Tuesday
we might
is
have
Monday.
to. We might
Yeah.
have to fit it in on Friday.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It'd be a nice little wrap up after Underwood's open.
Right.
So.
Yep, perfect.
'Kay.
Maybe we'll plan for Friday. Random dirt on a random day.
Yeah.
Maybe Friday next
Yeah.
week.
Just stand by for
No,
news.
no promises, but it sounds good now. So,
And we'll probably have to do a Tougher Than Dirt Tour preview on that one because
Yeah,
we're not going to
'cause
get
that's
together.
Tuesday.
Because that's Tuesday.
Because we'd have to do that on Monday if we didn't do it on
And
Friday.
I leave for wedding on Thursday, which the Tougher Than Dirt Tour is going, so
Oh, I think
it's already that time.
It's already that time.
Yeah.
Once again, Jorn, Justin, Brandon, we're out.
See you soon.